Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you a massive treat today. My father has finally granted me permission to film his top secret hobby. Now that may not sound too impressive to you, but you don't understand the magnitude, the gravity of this. This would be as if the government all of a sudden said, you know what, you guys can come take a peek in Area 51. This is huge. So my father has a hobby that he's recently been indulging in, and he has absolutely mastered his craft. Everything you're about to see, he has built with his own two hands. His blood, his sweat, his tears, his testosterone has been poured into this passion project. It's incredible. It makes Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet look like a simple fucking Lego set to be put together. It puts it to shame. Now, on the surface, his hobby may seem childish. However, he's taken it to a level that makes it nothing shy of art, ethereal art. If aliens invaded our planet and they had hostile intentions, if they stumbled across my father's creation, they would immediately turn around and say, you know what, this planet does deserve to be left alone and saved. It's just that beautiful. It is with great pleasure, nay, it is an honor to be able to show you my father's top secret sacred dojo. Alright, well, take us on a tour of your holy grounds here, your sanctuary. Talk about your design process like you were bragging about earlier.
It's a fucking slot car track. What's so fucking crazy about that?
Just,
huh?
It's quite the hobbying.
Well, what do you want me to do? I mean, there's all my cars.
Yeah.
So you want me to, like, get one? Or two?
What would the Slot Car Enthusiast Society expect you to do for, like, a showcasing video?
I'll put on the Superbird and then an old jalopy stock car. How about that?
Alright.
That's like the coolest shit. I mean, that's like a 1970 Plymouth Superbird, old jalopy like they used to run on the dirt tracks. Like years ago in the 40s and 50s.
You gonna dual wield them out here?
So it hauls ass, as you can see. It's freaking fast. I built that car from scratch.
So what are your future plans then? Go ahead and enlighten us. Do you want like a working submarine perhaps? Like a Navy battleship bay? Like what's coming next for the track?
I mean, here's the interesting thing. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do, and I can build whatever the hell I want to build.
You're a man. Okay. I can build as many toys as I want.
If anybody knows it, Charlie, you know it. Okay? You want me to build a freaking car? I'll build a car. I'll build whatever the fuck you want me to build.
Move over, Legos. There's a new master builder.
This bitch has got headlights on it. Taillights. Whoa!
You didn't make that one, though.
You just killed all the people in the grandstands. Right?
Walk us through how you design these over here. Because you made all the paper shit.
I made everything.
Most people would like to know how, the process.
There ain't no process. I just dream up shit and build it. My question is this. Who the fuck's got one of these in their upstairs?
Anyone that played with slot cars is probably 6 feet under for the last 40 years.
They don't have one of these, motherfucker. I dare anybody now run me, including you, Charlie, on my track. You can't.
Tell all the slot car enthusiasts that haven't crumbled to dust. It's an open challenge, I guess.
And here's the deal. You held the track record at 6.0 from my timer right there.
That's right.
But I beat you, bitch. It's 5.8.
5.8 seconds, and science said it couldn't be done. They said slot cars couldn't be pushed to that level. And yet the mad scientist of slot carring, Charles Sr., has pulled it off on a homemade homebrew course. Is there anything else that you want to put on the course, or is this probably going to be about its limits?
Hell, I don't quit. I'll build something else. When I get maxed out up here, we'll build a third level and we'll just build more freaking track. How about that?
You buy a house just for slot cars, yeah. It's fucking cool, Dad.
Alright, bro. Slot Car Central, signing off.
Beautiful. I've had this chair since I was a teenager. It's approaching 10 years old, and it's actually held together by socks with pillow feathers stuffed underneath them for cushions because the cushions rotted away about 5 or 6 years ago. This chair is a fucking time bomb of filth, and it feels like shit. It feels like I have 2 cactuses constantly on both my ass cheeks. Oftentimes I'll stand up and my ass cheeks are cramped, mainly because the chair is uncomfortable, and I figured it was time to upgrade. And I'm an elite gamer, as most of you know, a gamer barbarian, assassin, guru, so I decided to get a gaming chair, but I didn't want any gaming chair. I'm not all too familiar with gaming chairs in general, and I knew PewDiePie had one, and I trust Felix, so I got his gaming chair. And I thought to myself, well, that's kind of boring, just a chair. Why not take that shit to the next level? So I recruited the East Coast top engineer, my father, and my dad and I built a historic machine. A fucking weaponized gaming chair on wheels. It's like a goddamn twisted metal contraption gizmo. It looks like a Mad Max style dinghy. Like a dinghy that would be used in a Mad Max universe. It's fucking awesome. And I'm going to show you the process of how we built it and how fast it goes. This bitch pumps up to 40 miles an hour. This shit hauls. This is a world first, baby. Alright, so what are we doing today, Dad?
Well, we gotta put this chair together first, which I think you're gonna do.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And then we're gonna try to mount this chair on this hot rod. And
Yeah, you very specifically wanted me to record you bringing a toolbox.
So I had to go get a Phillips screwdriver. This is your toolbox. Really? This is your toolbox?
So you wanted me to record you insulting me the toolbox you gave me.
Why don't you have like a real toolbox?
You
drawers?
gave me that toolbox.
That's because I know you won't do nothing. It is pretty nice.
Yep, chair's all done. Now we just have to take the crazy cooler off and then mount the chair to this. Which shouldn't be too hard. How do you like the gaming throne?
Go ahead, I'll just watch you do it. It's fine. Alright, here she comes.
Fuck yeah, baby.
Cooler's off.
That's how we do it. Bare naked frame.
Let's just look at something here. Oh yeah.
That fits beautifully, like it was made for it.
Oh yeah. Well, the only problem is your feet are gonna hang out the front with no place to put them.
Nah, I'm 5'6". My feet probably won't even come near the end of the cushion.
Now we could build something out here, a bar to put your feet on. That might be kind of cool.
Outfit it with a nitrous oxide booster and shit. Yeah, I see what you're getting at. Alright, what's the sit rep? What problem have we just experienced?
Your crazy idea to do this in the first place. That's the freaking problem. So what the situation is we got it stripped apart. The chair's too big this way and hits the tires, so we got to get the chair up off of the tires, and then we're going to take the foot pegs that originally were here to put your feet on with the cooler, and we're going to mount them out here. So you can rest your feet on here so when you steer, but the chair's got to get up off of the tires, so we're going to have to build a bracket here to raise the chair up.
Now, what the fuck is a bracket? I obviously know, being the son of
See this black thing?
Yeah.
That's a fucking bracket.
Well, I knew that. It's for the people at home that may not.
The people at home know, believe me. Are you serious?
You are way out of touch with the internet.
Oh my God. All right, well, we just gonna have to do some engineering here. That's the whole deal.
Our specialty.
Yeah, our specialty, right.
So we've encountered a new boss. The most caveman. It's such a caveman approach. The bolts don't line up. Hit it with the hammer.
Go ahead, hit it.
You know, I gotta be honest. I don't think hitting it with the hammer is doing anything.
Yeah, it is. Hit it. You gotta pull it while you're hitting it. It ain't doing no good just hitting it.
Fuck!
Come on, hit it with the hammer. So something flew up and hit me in the nose.
We fucking bleed for this craft.
I think it was your fucked up hammering.
No, it definitely wasn't. My hammering was precise, like a surgeon.
It's really funny because I hammered the first one, nothing happened. And all of a sudden, I stick my head down here and I'm bleeding in the nose. So,
Yeah.
all right.
It's all worth it. All right, hold on. Can you go over the whole situation again? It's been a little while. You've come back from the ER after a huge injury sustained about an hour ago. Where are we at in the build?
Well, I had to saw some 4x4s to mount the seat. I broke my saw blade, so I had to saw the. I won't say it.
Say what?
Bitches by hand.
Oh, no, you didn't just say that.
Suck on this.
Yeah,
Hold
baby.
On, hold on.
Oh, fuck yeah. You feel like a gamer?
Low rider.
That block of wood shit worked real well.
Faster.
Hold it. What do you mean hold it? Are you sabotaging me? Making me look like a fucking idiot?
There you go.
Oh, and I got the table right.
Morning, gamers.
He has like a James Bond ejector seat in it. Parachute too.
It's so cool.
It is so fucking cool.
It looks goofy, but it's actually super comfortable.
Yeah. Here he comes with a kickflip. Originally a week or so ago when my dad and I broke the record for the world's fastest gaming chair, it was originally intended to be a chair to replace my old ratty one that was literally falling apart and probably giving me a disease. But the problem is, the chair was gas powered, so I can't just have a gas powered chair as my primary chair in my room, because I'd just be constantly huffing the gas fumes until I'm stupid enough to think the earth is flat, vaccines cause autism, and that ear rape loud meme videos are good comedy. So I needed to come up with an alternate solution. Thus, an electric powered chair was the correct idea. However, after finally completing the motherfucker, I realized it's too high up. This really cheap throne here is not comfortable at all. It's like sitting on broken glass in my asshole. And the problem is the desk is too low compared to the chair's height. So instead, I'm just, like, anytime I want to get close to my laptop or anything here on my desk, my knees are just rubbing against the glass, and it doesn't feel very nice. Anyway, let me show you how my dad and I put this bitch together. I'll show you the secrets in engineering. Well, this is internet superstar sensation Papa Charles. What are we making today, Dad?
Can't tell you.
Wow.
Big secret.
Very wise words.
Well, obviously it involves a chair. You can see that, right?
Yeah.
Which is, I guess, kind of our, I don't know. The last one involved a chair, so I guess this one involves a chair, but
Well, I'll spoil the surprise for you. By the time this footage is shown, I will have already scooted in on the chair. So you can reveal the Area 51 secrets here.
yeah, but nobody knows how this thing is going to work, so including me. We got to figure it out as we go.
Alright, we'll have to defy science and build it.
Yeah. I can't give away my secrets.
Oh, it's too late. I've already started recording.
Well, I can't give away my secrets on how I'm going to do this. No, but this is top secret stuff. I can't just be telling all my engineering secrets and stuff that I do. You know, I mean, when I do stuff, I just have to think about it as I go. You know, so that's kind of the deal. But I got a plan worked out. Don't worry, it's going to be fine. It's going to be good.
You don't want to reveal your creative process?
No, hell no. I can't be telling people my thought process. That's shit you just got to know. You know, so.
I'm sorry.
We'll see the finished product here in a little bit.
Well, I'm sorry. I guess we're not giving away the Krabby Patty secret formula.
No, we can't. We can't give it away.
All right, punch it.
Oh, fuck. What's with this thing?
It's just you gotta get used to the technique. You gotta you gotta put both feet on at the same time.
Nothing's bolted down yet. I'm gonna bust my ass.
It'll be fine. Let me show you how a real pilot does it.
Oh, hell, there you go. Now back up.
Well, let's not get too wild here. See? Smooth. It's easy.
Yeah, now that I fixed it.
Yeah, now that you've bug tested it. The purple throne chair was bundled with a little Halloween costume for a king cosplay that my dad wanted to wear because he thought it was symbolic for the work he put into the project. So this is him putting that uniform on and taking it for its first trip.
Taking the maiden voyage.
The royal first flight. Watch it.
Carry on, peasants.
Jesus. You look like a NPC giving a side quest in a video game.
What's that?
Punch it. My dad doesn't really like to be photographed or videoed or anything, so getting a photo or video of him is like getting a photo or video of Sasquatch. It's fucking rare, and sometimes people just don't believe it. But the last time I showed you my father, I was showing you his slot car track, his top secret experiment in the upstairs of his house, and you guys loved him and his track. So I thought, you know what? Let's team up with my dad again and build something else equally as incredible. So I thought it would be a lot of fun to take the Lightning McQueen toy car that I've used in videos before, such as when I showed off Tetra when we first got her as a puppy. No, this video is not in slow motion. This was the old top speed of the Lightning McQueen mobile. Also, the one I just released with Kata and Tetra, and I thought, let's take this Lightning McQueen car, turn it from a toy into a street-legal vehicle. Or if we can't ever really get it street-legal, at least fast enough to compete in like some Twisted Metal games or something, outfit it with like machine guns on the side, and like a fucking pie thrower, Spy Kids 3D style. I just wanted to turn this Lightning McQueen into a fucking speed demon, and my dad thought it was a fun idea, so he agreed to be on camera, showing the process of us turning this car into something fucking unholy.
What do you want me to...
Well, explain the process here. So we're turning Lightning McQueen into a really fucking fast car, so how are we doing it?
Well, we're replacing a 6-volt battery with a 12-volt battery to start. See how fast it is. And then we'll hook two 12-volt batteries together and put 24 volts to it, and it'll probably burn it up. You'll probably crash and burn in flames, but we're gonna see what happens. So
if it does work according to Dr. Frankenstein's mad plan here, how fast will it go?
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Well, if you had to guess.
Maybe 15, I don't know.
Well, that's pretty fucking pathetic.
Well, what did you expect? We're gonna do fucking 90 miles an hour? We ain't doing that.
Right.
I don't know what's gonna happen here, but we're fixing to find out, buddy.
Alright, so we've just performed surgery on Lightning McQueen, the first 12 volts in.
We got power.
That's a significant improvement from the other sluggish speed.
Okay. That's twice as fast as it was before.
That's a lot faster than it was, but I want my hair blowing back and eyes rolling into my skull. Oh yeah, listen to that. Listen to that raw power.
Whoa! I think we just blew the bitch up.
No, did you?
No, it's still got power. Turn that thing off. All right, here we go.
Thank God Lightning McQueen survived. Thought I just lost both my car and my
I
father.
don't know what the hell that was, but you're gonna put your ass in this seat and you're gonna frickin'
I hope I don't.
holy shit!
I hope I don't get electrocuted.
All right,
All
you
right.
ready for a test run?
Rev her up.
If it,
Let's see those wheels
hey, it's
spin.
smoking. Whoa!
Oh yeah.
Holy
Now
crap!
that's power.
Whatever that is. There's the part that it blew off. I don't know what the heck that is. But that's
Probably some safety regulations.
That's a piece of Lightning McQueen that exploded.
It's in
Here,
intestines.
we'll just put it back in the car. All right, here we go. Okay,
You on?
turn her on.
This is fucking terrifying. I hope. Is it gonna explode?
I don't know. If it does, just bail out. Holy crap!
So where's the smoke coming from? If you had to guess.
Fucking burning up wires is where the smoke's coming from. Jesus Christ. We put 24 volts to a 6-volt system. No wonder it made it down the driveway and back. I say you get in and run the bitch till it explodes.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Run number 2. Go, go, go!
That's fucking hauling now, doing Lightning McQueen proud, about to travel through time with that. Like a DeLorean.
God, it stinks.
Yeah.
Look at that rig.
Looking good.
Hey, it lived for 2 runs.
Yeah, I don't think it would make it. Either it would die on the third or I would die on the third.
That was fun.
That was a lot of fun, yeah. Now I'll have to put a new system in there to get ready for a gas-powered system.
Yeah, the next thing we'll do is we'll put a 5-horse Briggs & Stratton on it.
Yeah, I don't know what any of that means. I only know toy car volt batteries. With quarantine still in full effect, esports are growing more than ever. Professional video gaming and just video gaming in general has become much more mainstream and reached an even larger audience from people that are just looking for activities to fill the time they have on their hands. My dad is one of those people. As esports have grown, I'm telling you, my father's about to shut the entire fucking thing down. He is about to light that entire industry on fire by becoming the world's premier esports athlete. For the last 2 weeks, my father has been in the laboratory constructing the ultimate gaming setup with a little bit of my help, which isn't a whole lot of help because I myself am not a very computer savvy person, so it's kind of just like my dad would ask me questions, but it'd be like asking him to a fucking brick wall because I don't know it either. It'd be like, Charlie, how do I set this up? And I just give him basic shit. Like, have you tried turning the HDMI off and on? Just shit that didn't help. But he eventually got it done, figured it out by himself and with the help of Andrew. And he's got an incredible setup going now that he has been putting actual, real, hardcore, elite gaming barbarian hours into, going at least 4 hours a day of practicing on the tracks and fine-tuning his vehicle. I'm telling you right now, my father is going to be to racing what Faker is to League of Legends. My dad is probably going to be the best iRacer in the world. Let me show you a little footage from his recent practice session this afternoon. My dad's like a shark, smelling blood in the water. He's thirsty. So he just moves right on past number 25 here, coming up on turn number 2. Easy, casual, just blows right by him like he wasn't even there, just throws that shit in the garbage and says, "Get the fuck off of my track, you're not welcome here, not even worthy to share the road with me." It's just so easy for him. Look at that, no sweat, nothing. It's as if he's playing this game with his eyes closed, and he very well may be, who knows. It's just, he's truly a master of his craft. And that steering wheel, I can only imagine, is made out of pure adamantium, because that's the only material that would be strong enough to withstand the grip strength of my father behind the wheel.
I'll wait for somebody.
Did you catch that statement? I'll wait for somebody. My father finds this game so easy that the only way he can even give himself an iota of a challenge is by slowing down to their level just to give himself even a little bit of a thrill. He's like the anime supervillain that just wants somebody to match his power. Casually avoids an amateur who's wrecked, and at this point he's just saying, you know what, these rookies can't match my thunder, just get the fuck away from me, you're not welcome here. Takes him out like an assassin, says that's enough of that shit.
Nice.
Wrecked him.
Gives him a bit of a taunt. If this was Mario Kart, probably would have tossed a banana back there just to fuck him up even a bit more. But wrecking him is an understatement. What my father did was annihilate him. Absolutely eviscerate him. I wouldn't be surprised if his opponent just outright quit iRacing after that. There was no sportsmanship on display right there from my dad, nor did there need to be. They didn't earn his good sportsmanship. This is just too casual. It's too easy.
Getting tired.
Needs to make a pit stop after blasting through those tires. I have expected my dad to grab 2 Bud Lights and slam them together and chug them like Stone Cold Steve Austin here, but he's all business. He says, let's just get this pit stop over with, I'm gonna focus, win this race easily. As the bloodbath continues, my dad is still driving with a purpose, and that purpose is to be the very best. 2 cars ahead of him here, but that's not gonna be for long. Passes 1 and he's still greasing his way to the top here, just ready for that champagne shower in the championship circle. And it's just a, highly aggressive, highly effective style of driving. Unfortunately though, there must have been a bit of an oil slick on the course. Someone must have sabotaged it because something threw my dad's car way out of control. And it's a real shame what happened there. But it is what it is. The only way they could beat my father is by cheating, and you hate to see it. But I think it goes to show you just the kind of potential my dad has behind the wheel of iRacing. As you can see, just a bit of miscalculation, throwing the asshole of the car out there, just throws the entire ass out, spins out. But he doesn't go down alone, he takes out at least 3 other cars with him, so pretty decent, I'd say, all things considered. Now, I was lucky enough to get an interview with this particular race car driver here, the champion, and I got to ask him a few questions just about where he sees himself in the future of eSports racing.
So I went with the basic setup, and it didn't handle too well, so I called Mike Cope, and I said, look, I've got a 200-pound left front spring, a 225-pound right front spring, a 225 left rear spring, and a 425 right rear spring. And I said, the car turns pretty good with a 2-inch sway bar, but it's pushing in the center of the corner. And he says, CW, you got too much left rear spring, put in a 175-pound spring. So I put in a 175 and the bitch turns good.
That's great. Yeah, I don't know what any of that shit means, but it sounds very complicated.
We got a little inside scoop here. Little advantage on some of these other guys.
Do you think you're going to be the biggest name in the iRacing scene pretty soon?
Shit, no. Hell no.
That's what every grand champion says.
There's some guys on there that have won thousands of races, and plus you got all those NASCAR guys that they there's a couple of them guys that have run 1 in 2,000 races. I've been on it for 2 days. That's about it. I mean, it took me 2 weeks to build it, and then I've been on it for a couple of days, like pretty hard, just to try to figure all this stuff out. And you know me, I'm not no computer whiz, but I'll race with the best of them. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I think so too. Is there anything you want to say to the up and coming other drivers out there? Any like WWE words of intimidation?
Yeah, look out, bitch, I'm coming for you.
It's beautiful. Well, you heard it here first. I imagine Team Solo, Mid, Cloud9, all of the big gaming organizations are going to be knocking on my dad's door, shoving 8-figure contracts onto his plate. But only time will tell if he's even interested in pursuing the professional gaming organization route. But yeah, I just wanted to share all this with you and let you all know if you are an iRacing enthusiast, there's almost no reason to go professional anymore now that my dad's tearing up those tracks. He's going to take it by storm, I'm telling you. That's about it. So yeah. The magical world of esports continues to grow. Now please join me as we take a peek into my crystal ball and I show you the future of this sport. And that future has a name. It's Charles White Sr. It's been only a few weeks since I showed you my dad's setup and his rise to the top of iRacing, and since that last video he's only continued to evolve at a rate some scientists may argue is unnatural, perhaps even impossible, supernatural even. He has become the raid boss of racing. They're calling him the Talladega Titan, the NASCAR ass bar. He goes by many names now, and all of them are feared across iRacing. He's won a ton of shit recently. He's beaten fucking pro drivers. He saved some of his replays from a few of his wins, and he'll send me them at 10 o'clock at night, be like, Charlie, check this shit out. This is nuts. And then it's like this chaotic accident, this cataclysmic doomsday that he had happen on the final lap that gave him the win. Some chaotic shit. And he's like, yeah, pretty wild, right? And it's like he wants to make a montage out of some of this so he can be scouted by Team Liquid. Here's the most recent dubski that he got at a major race at Talladega. This one was actually against a professional driver named Townsend Bell. My dad drives the number 69. I don't know why. He's not like a memer or anything. He can hardly understand the internet as is. He types with one finger, clicking one key at a time. But I guess he just likes the number. Avoids an accident there from number 5, who must have been drunk driving. He loses control of the vehicle, but gives my dad a head of steam, takes out Townsend Bell and the leader, and then squeaks out the win and gets himself into the championship circle for the champagne shower. Just beautifully done there. A double pit maneuver there. He was like a fucking police officer chasing down someone who had an ounce of weed in their car. It was an absolutely brutal wreck towards the end that my dad orchestrated to give himself the win. And what incredible timing. Right at the fucking finish line. You couldn't have drawn it up any better. Here's the results right here. You can see he actually did place over the real Townsend Bell. So huge congratulations to my dad. I don't know what the 3 at the end of his name means, and neither does he. He accidentally pressed it while creating his account. I'm pretty sure he's changed it since here. I'm not quite sure. Either that or he's got another account that he's smurfing on. I have no fucking clue. The command center.
Check the furniture.
Yeah. It's nice. I recently went over to my father's command center to get a little behind the scenes action here in an interview with the future eSports iRacing champion. I also got to see his new iteration of the slot car track. It's been like a year and a half since I first showed his slot car track, and he's made a lot of different adjustments to it and changed it a lot of different times. And I think this is the design he's settled on. He's also got this giant fucking power box to make the cars go extremely fast if you run it wide open. And that fucking power box is hardcore. That bad boy's probably using 80% of the city's total power grid.
So I don't want to rush these guys. That guy in the middle is going to make he's a weapon. There he goes.
Oh shit!
That's what I'm saying.
The barbarian!
These guys are dangerous. Alright, now we got to register for the race.
Yeah, I see that. They're calling you up to the big league. So why are you number 69?
I just like it.
You just like the number 69?
Nice.
Yeah, so I was surprised at just how loud that game is. When he's in the middle of a race, it actually sounds like you're in a race car. It sounds like you fucking stuck your head into a jet engine. It is deafeningly loud, which I guess sells the atmosphere of it pretty well, I suppose. But it was like rattling the house. I don't know how my mom and grandma, like on the first floor, are able to like talk to each other when he's in the middle of a race. It like vibrates the entire fucking house like an earthquake. So before doing any race, you have to qualify, naturally, where you get placed in the race. So my dad was running as qualifiers, and it felt like I was among the presence of greatness. It felt like in Bleach, where one of the captains was first introduced and the spiritual pressure was enough to make people fall to the floor. That's what it was like when my dad was qualifying. Focused, overwhelming. It made the air thicker with power and masculinity. Where are you racing at?
This is Talladega.
Ah. You think there'll be any more pro NASCAR drivers for you to fuck up?
I doubt it tonight.
You probably scared him away after the last one.
Yeah, so there I am right there.
Yep.
All right, so let's see. All right, first of all, there's the entries. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the results. Oh, second, baby.
You've qualified second the last, like, 3 races you've done, huh?
Yeah, I've never been out of the top 3. So
Pretty good stat.
the problem with second is I'm starting on the outside. In 2 minutes, we got to be on the grid to start.
Okay, how do you feel about Scott Nation? What do you know about him?
Who's Scott Nation?
The one who qualified right ahead of you.
Oh, I don't have any idea. I hope Scott Nation can stay in his own lane.
So why is your name Charles White 3?
I don't know.
What happens if you pass the guy right now?
The pace car?
Well, the pace car or Scott.
Well, nothing will happen if I pass Scott.
Well, isn't that cheating?
No, because we haven't taken the green flag yet. So when he goes, I go.
Oh shit! Immediately past Scott. Poor Scott must have just thought a lightning bolt crossed his screen. A video game glitch. My dad passed him in record time. He was in second place for probably less than 4 seconds total.
I'm surprised they haven't wrecked behind us yet.
They seem to know what they're doing. Oh shit! The madman! Arrest that man! How often does that happen?
All the fucking time. The dickhead wrecked me.
So now, do you just go right back to it?
Yeah, but it ain't gonna run good.
Is there any chance you can still win this, or probably not?
No, fuck no.
Well, I mean, if they wreck the front again.
Well, see all these cars?
Yeah,
That's all the guys that have wrecked so far.
yeah. That's a shame.
I'm always up front, and I'm always leading or in the top 2 or 3, and then some idiot runs over you.
Well, to be fair, that's how you beat the pro NASCAR driver last night.
So,
It's alright, it's only cool when you do it. You're
yeah,
like,
but it was on the last lap. This was one of the first 5 laps. I mean,
True.
seriously?
it's true.
All
There's,
he had to do is ride back there, and, at the end, yeah, then, we'll do what we gotta do.
break out into chaos,
Right.
mutiny. You really got a handle on a lot of this computer shit.
Scary, huh?
Yeah, this is impressive. The fuck happened to that guy?
I don't know.
Vanished into oblivion. Dr. Manhattan vaporized him.
When a guy goes in the grass, I hit the wall.
Oh, oh god damn it. Is that something they could fix in the pit crew?
That would be a no.
So were you out of the race with that?
I just quit.
So my dad was showing me a few other wreck highlights that happened when he was either in the lead or close to it. It seems to be a very common occurrence in iRacing, so my dad takes it well, just takes it on the chin and moves on. It is a shame though to see him running first so convincingly. That looked like it was just going to be another casual win for my dad. But then the guy behind him just dialed in, focused, and just fucking homing missiled right into my dad, took him out of the race, and there's really not a whole lot you can do in that position. But it's still a very impressive showing nonetheless, just how easy it was for my dad to qualify second and again take first so quickly. Nothing shy of best in the business level moves, no doubt. Now I wanted to give it a try to see what it was like, so my dad set me up with a sprint car track to give it a whirl. Am I gonna need to be clutch shifting and all that?
No, just let me adjust the.
I can reach it. See? This is my driving posture. I think I'm ready for the race. Jesus.
That wasn't pretty.
Needless to say, there's still a little bit of training I'll need to do before I'm ready for any amount of iRacing, especially in my dad's command center chair. Again, my father is 6'5", 6'6", with good posture, so his his driving specifications for where the pedals need to be in relation to the chair is very different than how it would fit a 5'6" man like myself. So I had to like fucking get up in there like I was already in the middle of a car crash, like pushed against the steering wheel. It was very uncomfortable. So I blame a lot of what happened there with the sprint car disaster on just the pedal position. But anyway, it's really, really fun to see my dad enjoying games like this so much, and he's really putting a lot of time into getting super fucking good at the game. So I genuinely do believe he might be one of the best iRacers in a few months from now. My dad has always loved cars and racing. Like, I swear to God, I bet my dad was born and came out of the womb in a car. He's built cars from like fucking scratch since the time he was a kid. Like, he's always built cars and loves building things, but mainly cars is his passion, building cars. He's also raced for most of his life, not professional racing, but street racing. You know, that kind of shit that you saw in the first Fast and Furious, that kind of shit is what my dad had always done from when he was really young. So I have no doubt he will go far in iRacing. I'm excited to see it. That's it. So yeah. As many of you have learned by now, my father is a prolific inventor. Some experts say there's nothing he can't build. He's like a real-life Tony Stark. He could probably create a faster-than-light traveling device if he was motivated enough to crack the code. And he's channeled his talents today to create something I think we've all had wet dreams about. An automated ass-wiping device. A completely hands-free instrument that'll leave your asshole cleaner than a whistle. Not a speck of grime after a shit, make your butthole look like it's factory new mint condition. Now I know some people in the comments will be quick to point out, well, Charlie, this has already been done before, it's called the bidet. And to that I would say, well, fuck you, you disgusting slut. A bidet is suboptimal compared to my father's innovative invention here today. A bidet leaves your ass very soggy. My father's invention does not suffer this drawback.
Why? Because I'm not ready.
You have like a whole Shark Tank pitch?
Yeah, I got like a whole pitch. Roto Wipe.
Oh.
The newest innovation in automated ass wiping.
That'll rip your asshole right off.
All right.
That's nice. That's huge. It's like Mach 3.
So in today's world, as we know, we're always looking for a better way to do things. That's the American way. Look for an easier, better, more efficient way. So when it comes to your toilet in your bathroom, okay, you have some options as far as wiping goes. You can use the old hand method, or you can use
3 seashells.
Yeah, you can use 3 seashells, or you can use the long reach comfort wiper. If you want to upgrade from manual, which has an ejector button, by the way, so you wrap your toilet paper and then you use it and then you eject.
Of course.
So if you want to upgrade from the long reach comfort wiper, the next upgrade is my shiny hiney.
Naturally.
Which comes with attachments as well. So this is unused and I'm going to leave it for you at the end of this session.
That is fantastic.
So
what a gift.
That's all manual things to clean your butt with after you do your business. But now we have the latest, designed and developed by yours truly, Roto Wipe.
That's right, baby.
Automated wiping machine. You just install it on your toilet, hit the switch, and away you go. So with Roto Wipe, we have accessories. We have a larger brush for those larger rear ends. We have a small bristle brush, depending on the consistency of what happens. And we have the large bristle brush, all interchangeable in the Roto Wipe.
God, those brushes look deadly. That'll absolutely eviscerate your rectum.
But that's not all, okay? Included, if you order now, is the handheld portable model, good for travel, games, anything you want to do. You can take this with you in your handy carrying case anywhere you travel.
Now walk us through your design philosophy with that. I want to see that a little closer.
Oh.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, see? You just hit the switch.
Now, how did you make this?
Oh, this is a patented design. I can't discuss that right now. Okay, I'm sorry.
It looks like a toothbrush that has a little bit of cloth glued to it.
It does have that appearance, but there is some very, very, very new technology in the design in here. So
that's what
multi-speed, multi-directional, little carrying Very versatile. I don't even know. Okay.
The top secret arc reactor technology powers it, obviously.
Okay, now, we have to install the roto-wipe.
Well, before we do that, why don't you show us a little about it and how you made it. So, for a little background, the roto-wipe was initially thought to be impossible, a joke product, right?
Yes.
But you said, with you being the mad scientist of creation, the Alexander Graham Bell of ass wiping, you said I could make that.
I said, you know what? I can build this.
Mm-hmm.
This will be the only prototype available on the market.
Yeah. So real quick, I just want to jump in here and explain. This entire thing was my dad's idea. He called me out of the blue one day. He's like, Charlie, I built an automated ass wiping machine. And I was like, Dad, it's about fucking time. I've been waiting for this phone call. So what it was my dad was on the internet and he saw this roto-wipe thing, and it was a joke gift. So basically it's just a box that is this automated ass wiper. It's supposed to be like a gag Christmas gift where you get it for your friend. They're opening it like, oh, cool. But then they actually open it up and it's the real gift. It's not a real thing. The roto-wipe didn't exist until my father actually made it. So he's like, well, that's a fucking dumb gag gift. What if I just made an automatic ass wiping machine? And so he did. It took him like a week of like tinkering around in the garage before he actually got all the wiring and everything correct. And it's a fantastic device. So I'll just let it play out now. I just want people to know that the roto-wipe did not actually exist. It was just a gag gift that my dad made real. Now let's take a look at it in the real world.
So, powered by AAA batteries.
The strongest.
Mm-hmm. The strongest. A 3rd horsepower motor. We have a shaft here in the wheel, free spinning. And you hit the switch, and away she goes.
Oh, yeah. Now tell us about all the shrink tubing and just everything that went into it, because it's no simple creation here.
Well, we've got 3 different battery packs wired in series. Okay, all safety wired with shrink tubing. So it's for safety as well.
Of
Comfort
course.
and safety.
Wouldn't want to be electrocuted wiping your ass.
So you just specifically install it on your toilet after your business, like so. Voila.
Yeah, well, it's a little forward. You used to be knocking your nutsack with it, but yeah, I get you.
Well, it's adjustable. It's fully adjustable. Fully adjustable.
Of
So,
course.
Now we hit the switch and you're ready to clean.
Oh, that is fantastic.
See? And it's got a little vibration action too, just for your enjoyment. Oh, she's moving around there.
It sounds like a lawnmower.
Beautiful.
Yeah, oh, it's
Who
wonderful.
wouldn't want an automated roto-wipe?
That's
Who
what I've
would
been
not
saying.
want one? There you go.
That is,
So I'm going to leave this for you.
of course.
You're welcome to use this as much as you want with your interchangeable pads and your interchangeable brushes.
Mm-hmm.
Try it. See what you think. Please go on our website and leave us your feedback, and we'll keep developing. Thank you.
There is no website. My dad treated this like it was some kind of high school class presentation, and he fucking killed it. I wanted to invest right then and there in some roto-wipe technology. But yeah, I just thought this was a fucking awesome invention. My dad really had a lot of fun making it, so yeah, that's about it. So yeah. It's been a little while since my father created something new with his bare, meaty, manly paws, and I'm happy to say he's gone back into the secret laboratory like Dexter and has come up with something beautiful. He's like Q from James Bond, just a fucking entire garage full of gadgets and toys, and I'm really excited to share the newest one with you. It is a 1911 Harley-Davidson motorcycle that he built with no instructions, just absolutely freestyled that shit. He played that on hard mode, expert mode, no build path or anything, and he put it together and it is magnificent. Here's a little sneak peek of my dad's workshop right here. No elves at this Santa's factory, just my dad making some old cars and now an old bike. A motorcycle, rather, but it's kind of just like a normal bike with gas.
This is flowing.
So what does the number 25 represent? Is that special?
My corporation, baby. It's our old race car, don't you know that?
That's cute.
Huh?
So walk us through it. What was the process?
Okay, so what we did is we ordered a 1911 Harley-Davidson board track racer replica kit. Comes in a big box with thousands of parts, no instructions.
Yeah.
So you're on your own putting this thing together. There's nothing out there to tell you how. The people, you can only contact them on the internet. So it's been quite a project, but I don't know. We're gonna find out if it's gonna run or not.
I'm excited.
Been working on this about a month, so let's see what happens, want to?
Yeah, get on there.
All right.
You just gonna take off?
Well, you gotta pedal it, and then you gotta pop the clutch and see if the engine will start. So
That's good technique.
rolls and turn over.
Hey, tramp.
Oh, tramp's out. All right, ready? Here we go.
You're making me concerned you're gonna kill yourself out here.
Come back that way.
It's
Yeah, I'm pressing the whole run.
yeah, the world's slowest bicycle.
All right, I gotta check some stuff.
It's a gas-powered wet fart of a bicycle. Drew, what went wrong on the maiden voyage?
I don't know. I'm not getting no spark. So I'm gonna try it one more time, and then if that doesn't work, we gotta go back to the drawing board.
Sounds like a lawnmower dying. Do you think that's maybe as fast as they could get it in 1911?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably
it's-
so.
Maybe it's running as intended.
No, it's not running at all.
I heard something in there. It sounded like, I don't know, a garbage disposal in a sink.
Just the engine turning over. It's not sparking. We gotta take it apart.
you, have
All
to,
right, stay tuned for part 2.
you have to redo it.
All right, I'll find out why it's not firing. I'm gonna have to watch the internet. There's a video on the internet of somebody having one of these and wiring it up, and I used what he did.
Ah, you plagiarized. What are you smelling it for?
I'm getting gas.
So how much of that engine block did you build?
The whole upper end.
How confident are you in your fix?
We got spark. We know that. All we need is gas, and it'll run.
All right, pump it. She sounds beautiful.
Oh, still not firing.
I was half expecting you to fucking take off there.
Oh, that's what I'm expecting too, but it's not.
It sounded pretty good, like a swamp monster. I wouldn't say nothing, it's trying. Sounds angry.
I'm sounding angry.
Yeah. A month worth of work.
Oh, shit. Break time.
All right.
Fuck.
Yeah, I wish I could be more help. I just don't know shit about it. Would you like my opinion, though? You gotta pedal hard as fuck, maybe. Really gotta get after it. What's your strat? You riding it without the condom on or whatever that is? It seems like a dangerous move. I don't want to see it go up in flames or something.
Come on over here. You're going to help me.
Yeah.
You're going to get your hands dirty.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Huh?
What are you gonna do? Just bathe it in gasoline and light a match?
That's what I'm going to do.
What a strategy.
All right. What you're going to have to do, you want to pick the rear end up a little bit for me?
Yeah, I can do that. Now that I've got my hands dirty, I have a good feeling about this one. Ah! That's the one.
Trying to run.
It's giving it all she's got. Whoa! It sounded like it went for a minute.
Ran a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Not getting much gas.
Are you just gonna apply it directly? Now that you've waterboarded it with the
Let me
gasoline.
make you push me this time.
I don't want to fucking push you on that. It's gonna shoot flames out of the back with the way you've got it set up right now. You've got the goddamn gas wide open.
Go big or go home.
I like it. Oh, there it is. There it is, baby. The madman. Oh, baby. Is that a land speed record? The mad scientist of 1911 motorcycles. Look at that speed. God, it smells like shit coming by. Good shit. Now that was a big ride. Yeah.
Woo! Victory!
That's how we do it.
That's how we do it.
Never
Connor.
say never. I mean, it's basically just a fucking gas can on wheels at this point. Got it stripped down to its bare bones.
Hey, it's fast too.
Yeah, it looked fast. Sounded fast. It smells like shit.
Victory.
It smells like victory.
I like it. That was fun.
Yeah, it smells like if 4th of July fireworks took a shit.
Hey, we got it going.
Hey, that's what counts.
That's all that counts.
Yeah, that's a month's work of work right there, and you ended up taking half of it apart just to pour gas on it.
Yeah, but I tell you what, how fast do you think I was going?
Well, it had to be at least 25, I'd say.
Shit. It felt like it was 100.
Travel through time.
Thing vibrates like a bitch. Oh, that was fun.
That looked fun.
You gonna ride it?
I'm not trying to die, no. I'll probably pass today.
Shit, come on.
Maybe when we get the safety parameters in place, I'll give it a spin.
That takes all the fun out of it, the safety parameters.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right.
You're lucky no one was out here lighting a cigar within like a mile radius.
I know.
The air would have got set on fire.
That was fun. Okay, maiden voyage over.
Good shit. Congrats.
Last week I took you on a journey through the artistic genius of Charles White, the modern-day Da Vinci. I showed you some of my greatest pieces from my time as an art major in college. Of course, my crowning jewel, my magnum opus, being this portrait of my father that I created. When I first saw this, when I rediscovered this artifact here, this treasure, I actually didn't know it was my dad at first. I thought it was one of the models from the class I drew it in, which was figure drawing, where you had people come in, and I thought the model just happened to look like Jared Fogle from the Subway commercials. But the reason I knew this was my dad is because I recognized the chair he's sitting in, and I was like, wait, that's my fucking dad I drew, huh? And then, of course, all the similarities just started hitting me. It's a very abstract interpretation of my father, but to the keen eye, the trained eye, you'll immediately recognize it, I would say. Now, is this the single worst piece of art in history? Absolutely not. Is it the best piece of art in history? Yes. Yes, it is. I really love everything I was able to capture here. If I was to go back and redo this, the one thing I'd do is I'd get rid of the camel toe. My dad, he doesn't have like a visible camel toe or anything like that, but I hit him with some moose knuckles here, and he didn't deserve that. I didn't do it on purpose. It's just there were some folds in the pants I was noticing, I think, and I just accidentally reverted to like hentai techniques. So a bit of a miscalculation there. I also might want to have put some legs on the chair, because right now it looks like it's a floating chair, like he's fucking MODOK. But everything else is right on the money, I would say. I really like what I was able to do with his torso here. It kind of makes him look like a thwomp from Super Mario 64, just like a giant fucking block. He's not like this wide or anything, but I was playing with dimensions, of course. As an artist of my caliber, it's nice to distort reality a bit and play around with proportions, which is, of course, I was experimenting here with great success. I need to definitely get that framed and maybe find some candles to put around it to make it look like some kind of satanic ritual where, like, that's the deity we're worshiping or something. But it definitely needs to be, like, in an art museum or something, I would say. But anyway, this isn't about the actual art pieces. I wanted to tell another story from my days as an art major, because I hinted at a few tales from back then in the last video, and I figured I'd share one right away. This is one that I've only touched on briefly, like in the podcast and in the past, and I never bothered to finish the story because it's extremely embarrassing, and I actually feel pretty shameful for it, but I figured it's 2021, baby. Shame's a thing of the past. So let's fucking get in here, raw and no rubber, and I'll just tell you it like it is. So I took a figure drawing course, which is where I drew that piece as well as many others, where it's basically drawing people and things that you see in person. And one component of this course was drawing nude models, the idea being that you capture the human anatomy like it is, and you just go in there and put that pencil to the paper and you let it all hang out there. No secrets among the art students, prolapse, rectum, and all from the model. It's going on the canvas. And it's that shit that you used to see in old movies where, you know, the protagonist would go into an art class and everyone's drawing a naked guy whose dick is flopping around. It was that, but I took the course in real life. I didn't know it at the time, so when I went in and saw a naked man posing in front of everyone, I was pretty shocked and caught off guard. I thought I had walked into like a Reality Kings porn shoot or something, but it turns out that was just a component of the semester, and it was pretty fucking weird and uncomfortable. It was a 3-hour session twice a week for this course, and the nude model we had was this guy who would strike a pose that we'd do our best to capture, and he would just listen to music after striking the pose, so he wasn't even putting his heart and soul into it. He'd just throw on the boner jams and transcend to the avatar state and leave this corporeal dimension, leaving us struggling art students behind in the fucking fallout barren wasteland of art, doing our best to capture his weird superhero pose. The position he chose was like the combination of Crimson Chin meets Goatsy. It was something kind of like this. So he came and he had hands on his hip, leaning forward like this, but he had a little stool in front of him so he could put his leg up, and he leaned forward a little bit, just so that way you could see a little bit of his butthole if you were unfortunately positioned behind him, which of course I was not directly behind him, so I didn't have like the full butthole spread action, but I had like tip of like outer rim of anus plus some wrinkles, because I was still on like the back side, I didn't have front, so I saw like from my position, since his leg was up, I had a little bit of like cock head dangling in front, like kind of like a sunset behind his ass cheeks, and then like asshole rim plus wrinkles. It was like a Banksy painting, like if he drew the beach and then like put some ass cheeks in front of it with the dick behind it, you know what I mean? It was a very uncomfortable situation to be in, and especially just to sit there and with like my little pencil measuring his asshole circumference, trying to make sure all my dimensions are right, because the professor was grading on like dimensional accuracy for like the figure drawing portions. Obviously these pieces here, she just wanted to gauge where we were at for the most part, but when it came to actually drawing what she had in front of us, she would pretty much evaluate us based on how close we were to capturing the dimensions. So everyone was like really going deep into capturing each segment. The technique she taught us was to look at everything like letters in the alphabet, like for example, a asshole would be kind of like a C from my position, because I wouldn't have the full circle, so it wouldn't be an O, it'd be just a C. So then I'd have to measure out the C on the paper, and not to get into like the rubric and the grading criteria, but just to explain that I had to sit there for 3 hours thoroughly analyzing the wrinkles and dimensions of a man's asshole, ass cheeks, and like cockhead, and it was just really uncomfortable for the most part. So after, I only did this for one course. After this, I went home, because I went to college not too far away from where my parents lived. I went home and I was like, look, you guys need to come up with an excuse, because I cannot sit in this course for the next 3 weeks drawing dick and asshole for a collective 6 hours a week. I just can't do it. So we eventually came up with the idea that we would use religion as my excuse. So I didn't want to like just not go to the course because I didn't want to fail the course because it was like a 3-week course. And by missing all of that, I would absolutely fail. So it would have been just a huge waste of money. So we used religion as like the scapegoat. So I had my parents send her an email, like acting all outraged, like, how could you have our son Charles drawing butthole in your course? This directly goes against our beliefs in the Lord and his teachings in the Ten Commandments in the Bible. This is absolutely unacceptable. Charles will not be attending the course, and we expect he will still get full credit because we wouldn't have allowed him to take the course if it was disclosed beforehand that nude model drawing was a requirement. It sounded like something a fucking Scientologist would have written, except far more polite. They weren't like mean about it or anything. It was just using religion and the inability to see butthole and cock as an excuse to not go to the course for 3 weeks. And they sent it. And then she sent me an email and then talked to me saying, look, she understands. She apologized to me, but she didn't need to do. And she still gave me credit and told me just to sit out the 3 weeks and come back towards the end. So, yeah, I got out of drawing that by using religion, the ultimate excuse. It was a genius plan, to be honest, and I feel really bad about it. And the reason I've never told this is because I really am super embarrassed. I should have just toughed it out and drawn more dick and asshole, but 6 hours a week thoroughly measuring a guy's dick and balls and stuff, it just wasn't exactly what I had signed up for as an art student. It never even crossed my mind that would be one of the art curriculum, like part of the art curriculum. So I just kind of panicked. I was like, look, I just don't want to keep doing this. I really don't. I'm not trying to get into like furry porn art or anything. I just wanted to make some cartoons, not these kind of cartoons. I just wanted to get out. I felt trapped, and of course the only out was playing the religion card, and luckily my parents were on board to send that email, and I still got credit. I still passed the course, and yeah, that was that. So I still feel bad about it, like lying to her, because she was a super sweet professor and just a really nice person all around, but I just really didn't want to keep going to that course and doing that for 3 weeks. But if I do now have the tools to draw asshole if I'm ever in a situation that calls for it. Like, let's say I'm in a situation where a bomb is going to detonate and the only way to defuse it is by drawing the villain's butthole. I would be able to capture his brown balloon knot down to the millimeter and save the day. So it wasn't a huge waste of time or anything, but you know, I never finished the course, so maybe I wouldn't even be able to fully figure out how to capture a butthole, but I feel like one course was probably plenty. But anyway, that's about it. See ya. I was feeling a little nostalgic today, so I rewatched Polygon's playthrough of Doom 2016 for something to laugh at. For those that don't remember, in 2016, Polygon got their hands on Doom a bit early and let one of the game journalists play it for a video. And it is perhaps one of the most awful displays of gaming I've ever seen in my life. Like how you know how in movies when they have a game on screen and they like the controller in their hand, they're like doing all this shit with it, treating it like it's a goddamn bop it and going crazy with it. That's basically what the gameplay looked like for Polygon, but if you slowed that down by 1,000%, it looked like it was someone's first time touching a game. And it got me curious. Could my dad, who hasn't touched a game in 20 years, do a better job than the professional game journalists at Polygon that played Doom? Now, my dad's big into sim racing, however, he hasn't played like a game with a controller or a shooter or anything besides racing in about 20 years. So I called him over to hop into the crucible here on the swamp-ass throne and give Doom 2016 a try. And I'm going to compare his footage to Polygon's official footage from their game journalist. You're gonna be playing Doom. So
I don't even know how to play a video game. Well, I'm not a gamer at all.
what do you do? iRacing?
Well, yeah, but that ain't this. That's driving a fucking car.
I guess. We're gonna put you on normal difficulty.
Well, you better put me on novice. Well, you gotta show me which buttons to push or whatever.
Yeah. Oh. All right, Kata.
Kata. Kata!
That's already a better start than the game journalist. All right, I'm falling apart now, though.
Die, bitch! What happened?
Well, you just gotta. You're just getting warmed up here. You just gotta restart. All right, so you're gonna have to move the mouse too, so you can see around.
Oh!
Yeah. That's all. You just need to. Yeah, there you go.
Bitch! I don't get it.
You just gotta get your land legs.
Well, I don't know how to move this guy. Is this how you move it?
Yeah, so WASD, like move him around. Yeah, there you go. And then move the mouse while you're moving. Yep, there you go. Yep. Alright, that was a good run though.
I keep getting killed.
Alright. I'm gonna put it on the easier difficulty this time, just in case.
What are you doing? Fucking with me? You put it on expert?
No, that certainly was an expert. It just wasn't the easiest.
I think it was. Ah, the old vibrator on the controller. Now I'm feeling like back in the day.
A rumble pack. I have a good feeling about this now.
I don't.
It'll be good. Oh, yeah. See, that's all it took. What a great performance. My father's out here looking like Shroud right now, just straight up aimbotting. Now let's bring in the polygon footage for this first part here and see who looked like the better gamer.
Now I'm feeling like back in the day.
A rumble pack. I have a good feeling about this now.
I don't.
It'll be good. Oh, yeah. See, that's all it took. So I'm gonna go over to that computer over there. My father actually cleared the room faster than the game journalist, and he looked smoother doing it. However, it was kind of downhill from here. My dad wasn't able to ride the momentum super well, but I'll let it play out a little bit.
What's through there?
That's where you're supposed to go. You're
Oh,
about to get
well,
your
you
suit.
didn't tell me that. What's that thing? Am I supposed to kill him?
No, that's your suit, so press the thumbstick in again on that.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
All I need is a little practice.
Yeah, no, you're looking good.
See, I'm not up on where the...
If you go melee that guy, you get a special kill. Because the break comes through. And then if you press that.
I get killed?
No, you killed him.
Oh, good. Fuck you, buddy.
Nice. Oh yeah, you're really taking their knees out. That's big.
Fuck you!
Good work. Alright, keep going forward. You're looking good.
Oh, I could get used to doing this again.
I
I just have to get smoothed out, you know.
I feel like you'd be a great gamer. And now you're in the big combat spot. You're gonna see a lot of bad boys out there you're gonna need to
Demonic
murder.
presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
We'll stealth approach you. They're in the middle.
Oh, I see him. I'm gonna shoot him from up top.
It's a good play.
Right in the ass.
Nice. Alright. You can jump if you press A too. I don't know if you want to use that, but you can.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels.
Nice.
Lockdown.
How do I re-ammo?
You pick it up when you kill things, so the more you kill, the more ammo you get. Here they come. Buckle down.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in
Press the
effect.
green button to jump. Controller. That's if you need to get out of a tricky situation. bully you. What are you doing? Oh, come on. Oh, good tactics.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels.
That was
Lockdown in effect.
Now you gotta do fun. You gotta buckle down. Nice. Oh yeah, really disappointing. You're out of ammo, so you're gonna have to use the pistol. Get out of there! Shoot that. Oh, you're almost there!
At unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
Alright, I'm done.
You sure?
Yeah, that was fun.
Alright. Unfortunately, this room got the best of my dad and he threw in the towel. However, if we check the scoreboard, the score is 1 for my dad for beating the journalist in the first room, and then 1 for Polygon for beating my dad in the second room. So we have a tie ball game. And I think if my dad 1v1'd the Polygon game journalist here, it would be one of the longest 1v1s in history. But I think my father would squeak out the W. I really do, depending on what game they threw down in, I suppose. So I thought this was just a fun little experiment. I think if you look at my dad's gameplay and the game journalist gameplay, you can see that they're shockingly similar, which tells me that the journalist here that was playing Doom for Polygon has probably only ever played a couple more games than my dad has, and it's probably been a long time for them as well. So I just thought this would be fun, and it was fun. My dad enjoyed the game and maybe even rekindled his love of gaming and sparked his interest in it, which I think would be great. But yeah, anyway, that's about it. So yeah. A couple years ago, I made a video showing you all my dad's iRacing setup that he made for himself and his journey to become the finest iRacing competitor this world has ever seen. And I'm often asked what he's up to now. Is he still racing? Gaming in general? What's the deal? Is Papa Charles still out on the Sigma Male grind set? And I'm happy to report that he is. I'm going to take you on a tour of my dad's latest in gaming, and this is going to kind of be like the 100 Thieves compound walkthrough, because what my dad's built is nothing shy of beautiful. He's completely redone his racing room, and it almost looks like a museum. It's filled with things that you'd probably see on an episode of American Pickers from the History Channel, but all of it has meaning, and I think it all comes together and looks great. I love the old slot machines and old pinball machines, and the jukebox ties everything together. Walking into this man cave is like walking into a greaser's hangout spot. His actual racing simulator setup is about the same as it was, only with a couple of minor tweaks and upgrades, but overall largely the same. Now, of course, this isn't the only thing my dad's been cooking up recently. He's like Jimmy Neutron with inventing shit, and he's always coming up with new wacky ideas, but in particular, he's been focused more on gaming recently in general. But before I show you his like gaming setup, I want to talk about his iRacing career, because it's been a couple years now since he became like an active athlete out there on the track, and he's been hitting him with that fucking shake and bake. So he hasn't been racing for rank too much these days. He mainly just races with like a group of friends that they all have fun racing with, and he'll sometimes hop into other lobbies as well. But he saves most of his wins, and he has over like 200 of them now, which is pretty impressive. He's a fiend out there, like the boogeyman. He has a strategy that he always employs where he just kind of hangs back for most of the race to like the last 3 laps. And his logic behind it is he's pretty sure other people are going to crash in front of him, so he just waits it out, and then towards the end, just fucking books it and just slaps them around. And the strategy clearly does seem to be effective. But he's not just iRacing now. Like I said, he wanted to branch out into other forms of gaming, so he's been getting into things like World of Warships and all of that. So he set up his own gaming headquarters, a battle station that brings a tear to my eye. It's so wonderful. Now, what if your personal battle station is getting a little old and stinky, PC's a little grimy, not as great as it used to be, and it's time for an upgrade? Well, why not go to Starforge Systems and get a Starforge PC? I'd personally recommend the Horizon 2 PC and the Horizon 2 Pro. Just absolutely amazing systems and some of the best price to performance around. Now, if you watch my streams, you'll know that Starforge Systems is a company that I'm personally involved in as one of the owners, as well as OTK, and I want to squash this right now. The logo is not cock and balls. I know Linus Tech Tips speculated that it was a penis rocket, but that's just a happy little accident. It only appears to be a penis rocket under certain lighting. But anyway, I do honestly recommend Starforge systems to anyone that needs a PC upgrade and doesn't want to build it themselves. It's what we all use at the warehouse. They're absolutely amazing, and right now we're releasing the Voyager Creator Pro, which features the newly released NVIDIA 4080. The supply is a bit limited, so absolutely hurry up if you're interested, but if it's sold out, you can select Notify Me when available, so you can be notified the second that it gets restocked, and the restocks do happen often. How many kills do you have so far?
I don't know, a lot. Sometimes I just stalk them until I blow them up. Aha!
Was that you or a teammate that got him?
I think it was him.
Yeah. So how many weapons do you have?
Just these guns. I haven't even got any more weapons yet.
Oh, I see, okay.
I'm just too into blowing them up.
Man, that guy sucks.
There's a lot of them suck.
Do they even fight back?
Well, they can't aim. That's the problem. Like, most of them can't shoot.
Is that even like a battleship? It seems more like a civilian transport vehicle.
It's a cruiser.
Okay.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
Aha.
Yeah, I haven't even seen anyone shoot at you yet. Are you sure you're even in like a battle? You're just killing like fishermen or something. They're not even fighting.
No, this is a battle. Of course they're shooting. See, sometimes they'll stop and they want you to go blowing by them so they can get you, but I always stop with them and then just shoot it out. Ah, got his ass.
Cruiser destroyed.
Yeah, it looks like they're about to run out.
They are.
576 to 56.
That's all me, brother.
I was blown away. I watched like 3 matches from my dad. He was dropping like 6 or 7 kills a game, which for that game seems pretty high. But I also got a little suspicious. Was he actually playing against human beings, like sentient organisms with a pulse? Because my god, they were shit. And my dad is good, not to take anything away from them, but half the time they're just crashing into each other, like crashing into the island. So it got me thinking, is the World of Warships community like at that level just really bad? Or are there also bots in there? And it turns out, and my dad confirmed, there are bots as well as real players that populate these matches. But according to the community, the bots are actually better than most of the players. So the people my dad was going wild on, just popping off on, weren't bots. They were people. The astute observers among you may have noticed that he also has a flight stick as well as some kind of throttle booster device that seems like something out of Back to the Future to fucking travel through time, which are gamer accessories he uses for other games, specifically War Thunder. Now, his setup's been coming along nicely. He's only recently been getting into these other games. I imagine a month from now he'll have a setup that looks like he's gonna pilot a fucking mech. It's alright though, it just takes practice.
Yeah, but these guys are good. I'm good at this. I haven't done it enough. That's the problem. Okay.
Alright, give him hell.
Here's my kitchen, y'all.
Looks good. Can you do any cool acrobatics? Oh yeah, he's fucked. You got him. No! Yeah, you got him right where you want him now.
Guns are jammed. Ram his ass.
Oh yeah, that's what we need. There you go. You got a hit.
Shit. That's so freaking hard.
No.
Almost stalled it.
Oh shit.
It's hard.
No.
I think that's the longest I've listened.
I thought it was a valiant effort here. My dad went out there and gave it his best. Unfortunately, the player base for War Thunder does seem a little more experienced than he is, but he's learning, and I have no doubt he'll be top of the food chain pretty soon. As you can see, my dad's been mainly focused on like simulator-style games, but he says he's open to try pretty much everything. So I've been trying to come up with games I think he might enjoy. I also even tinkered around with the idea of showing him RuneScape if I wanted to absolutely ruin all of his free time, but I thought that'd just be a little too evil for right now. I'll probably ease him into some good starter games. I legitimately do think he'd enjoy Doom, so I'm going to try and get him on that Doom hype train, get him experiencing some wild FPS action. He just strikes me as more of an action-oriented gamer, so those are the games I've been mainly looking at. But anyway, I just wanted to share this little update since a lot of people keep asking, does my dad still continue to game? The answer is a resounding yes, and he is only getting more and more into gaming as a hobby. So yeah, that's about it. See ya. I didn't just spawn into this world a gamer out of nowhere. I wasn't born with some kind of gene mutation that led to me being this pinnacle of gaming that I am today. I actually got it from my father. It was hereditary. My dad is quite the gamer, and I've been updating you periodically on his journey through gaming with his racing simulator where he goes and just becomes an absolute boogeyman on the tracks, and also World of Warships, which is his like main game. The name Charles White is more feared in World of Warships than the name Davy Jones ever was. Pretty impressive stats. What's the commander got to say about it?
Let's woof my shit here, buddy.
Let's woof my shit. What the fuck does that mean?
Woo, 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 woo.
All right, he's got a little loopy on the C's here. My dad just collects skulls like Pokemon cards out here in World of Warships. He is farming the player base, a 99% win rate. It's very impressive. And I play with him from time to time, but mainly just watch as he unleashes chaos and pandemonium out there. So, when World of Warships reached out and asked if I'd be interested in being a commander in the game, I said, abso-fucking-lutely, because I love the idea of my dad playing World of Warships with my commander and my ship skin. So, huge thanks to World of Warships for sponsoring this and making that possible. I got to be extremely involved, hands-on with the design of the ship, as well as all of the voice lines that are in the game and all of that. And it was just so fun. And World of Warships is a fun game to begin with. There's 40 unique maps, a ton of different ships, destroyers, cruisers, which is my dad's main. My dad is a cruiser main. Fucking battleships, just everything that you could imagine for naval combat this game has, and it's just a joy to play. There's also dynamic weather that changes the way things play out as well. So I think the game is a lot of fun, and being able to be a part of it for this custom skin has just been amazing. So I'm the commander Chuck Blast, and the name of my ship is the Blast Master. Our flag is the Chuck's flag, our Jolly Roger. So yeah, I highly recommend checking out World of Warships. If you haven't yet, it's free to play. You can download it from the link in the description. It's 12v12, just thrilling combat, and there's always new content being added to it all the time. So it's very, very active. And yeah, if you want to get the Chuck Blast Commander and the Blast Master skin, you can use the invite code penguinz0 to start that quest in-game to unlock it. You also get some other goodies such as a 7-day premium account pass, 1.5 million credits, 500 doubloons, and the battleship Bayern. So that's invite code penguinz0, and you can download the game for free in the description.
What co-op battle?
We need you getting a challenge, though.
Well, let me try a co-op battle and then I'll get in the challenge. Damn, get your shit out of the way here.
Does this count as you bullying him?
Yeah, I mean, you know, this is my world now, buddy.
No,
That's what I've told you. He's out of range.
He might be out of range. I'm starting to believe him.
God, this mouse is terrible.
You and your complaints. A real captain would be able to adapt to his
A real captain with these kind of tools would run and his ass turn around and run the other way.
This guy's giving you the loop-de-loop and pull. Oh, there you go. You get it. Well.
Really be returning fire.
Yeah, but see, I'm getting blown up though.
Yeah, don't worry. Skipper's out here fucking seeing red. He's not. Your crew's gonna hate you for this. You gotta start fucking healing.
Anti-aircraft
This
gun
frickin'-
crews are on full alert.
You're right.
I know. Shut up.
Not the Annapolis, Dad.
You're gonna be sent to the field. Not you. You're going against your captain. You gotta go down.
Well, the captain's about to fucking smash into this guy.
You gotta do what you gotta do before.
Yeah, die. Yeah, I guess just die.
I hate this polar battle.
Yeah, this is what got the Titanic. Also, where are you heading? The enemy's on the left. See him over here?
Well, do you want to play, or do you want me to use my strategy?
Hey, you're right. You're right.
Huh?
You're so right. I don't know what I was thinking.
I have a method about this stuff, you know.
Alright, show us the Charles method. Also, I see now why you usually do so well with Tier 1, because you only play against other Tier 1 ships.
So, it makes me happy. Who gives a shit?
Why did you say you don't split it?
So I didn't know this. It looks like when you pick your tier ships, you only play against other ships of that tier.
Okay, so the last battle really threw him into the...
Like the veterans.
There, blew his ass up.
Enemy cruisers suck.
The people that invented this game were nice enough to give you all these tools to be able to play with, to make yourself happy, not giving you orders like you're doing. Like, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. What the fuck you doing, Dad? Jesus Christ.
We're off.
Yep, show them what the J. Humphrey can do, Chief.
I don't think I've shot torpedoes. I've dropped bombs from airplanes before.
Well, today's the day you learn.
I've taken them off airplanes from carriers.
So, are you the captain in this relationship right now?
No, I'm just like that really enthusiastic co-pilot.
I see. You're like...
No, he's that really annoying first officer is what he is. trying to tell the captain what to do because he's a wannabe, that's why.
He's running the job.
Right.
Well, if that's what you call heroes, then I suppose.
Go get your own ship.
Yeah, we're just...
Oh, that's gonna hit.
We're downloading info.
Nice, that's some hits.
direct hit.
That's some fucking hits.
Oh, he's quaking in his boots over
Give it to him, Captain.
Our...
You best start
I'll
believing
hit the
in those
island.
stories.
I'll blow the island up and it'll fall on him.
Oh, that was like a little sneak shot over there.
Yeah, that was a trick shot.
So when you play as a carrier, do you have to control planes?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Which is going to be really good for me. I've always been good at that.
Yeah. You're a big plane guy.
Yeah, well, I'm a big United States guy, so
That's
when I
true.
saw the name, I knew what needed to be done.
You've got a whole country on that ship.
Well, how are you a big plane guy when you're afraid to fly?
Well, that's exactly why. It hones my senses. Oh, this is going to be a disaster for me.
Yeah, okay.
I've got this.
Yeah.
Why don't you give it a little forward thrust and get the ship moving there, buddy?
Well, there's no reason to do that if I'm controlling planes. I need to keep it out of the line of fire.
You gotta head the ship into the wind to frickin' take the planes off the carrier deck.
Oh, we'll see about that.
Don't you know that?
Here I come.
Oh my God, look at this.
See, that was fine.
Sure. Who are you, Pappy Boyington and those Corsairs there? Black Sheep Squadron? Is that you?
What is it? Pappy Boyington?
Black Sheep Squadron, that's you.
I'm taking
Stay the course.
heavy damage.
Stay the course.
You're
I am.
flying Corsairs in the South Pacific, that's who you are.
Did you hit him?
No, he didn't hit nothing.
Nope. But we only lost 4
Corsairs.
good men there.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. I have to.
And I think actually the ones you lost were the worst of them.
Yeah.
They weren't great men.
Okay, here we go.
These are the good men here.
These are the good men.
He is just spraying it.
I've got it. I've got him.
Oh, I think you...
Come on, baby. Come on!
Oh, geez.
Jesus Christ.
You missed. How do you miss that?
Well, he's got incredible maneuvers.
Come back around, you know?
Oh, there goes another one.
Yeah, that was Jim. We didn't like him either.
No!
Jim couldn't fly shit.
Oh,
could he?
God. You blew up the cone. Great work.
Hold on, we got one lone patriot left. No!
Oh, no.
Okay.
They got like... Oh, wait.
Yep, that's gonna hit.
Wait. Oh, that was huge.
That's our first confirmed hit there without
Wow.
dying.
That was crazy.
Also, I'm not gonna make it much longer. I flew right into all of them.
No,
But I led that charge on that guy.
Yeah, they didn't expect what's coming.
It's about to be, though, when I'm done with it. There we go. That's finally a hit.
That's a huge hit. What?
It is dead.
Yeah, it's already.
You're right. You're right. It was dead.
You know what? He's super dead now.
Yeah.
I heard.
He's twice as dead.
I heard there were a few survivors. On that.
I made sure there was no one left to tell the tale.
There were 4 people like, oh my god, I can't believe we lived.
I get to go home and see my family.
And then 8 torpedoes came in. All right, well this guy's here. We're gonna slow down and go into the smoke screen,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna lead him a little bit here.
Oh, he's trying to go home.
We're still reloading.
He wants to see his family. Don't let him.
You gotta lead him more than that.
I put on my anti-aircraft gun crew. Is he dead?
Yeah, somebody just blew him up.
All right, great work. This is my guy now.
He led the
Great work.
charge. Oh, that'll be a hit.
Come on,
That's it.
I want that.
Oh, you got all 3 to hit.
Oh, that's huge.
Wait, just keep peppering him.
Yeah.
Oh, we're reloading. We're
The
reloading.
problem is it reloads really slow.
All right, depth
Depth
charge.
charge.
I don't know how long this takes, so we're gonna lead a little bit.
Yeah, that's probably smart. Oh, looks like you can do. Oh, you can do
Oh.
multiple.
Oh, you think you're gonna go
Yeah,
this way?
shoot a spread, yeah.
Oh, this guy's gonna hate me. He's about to get ruined.
You got torpedo? No, you don't have torpedo.
Oh, jeez.
Somebody
Am I fine?
just blew him up, I think.
No, he's still alive. Switch guns.
I'm trying.
Captain!
All right, we're reloaded. It's time to go. Sorry, bub.
Now he has got some turbo jets on him.
Too low.
Oh, get ruined. All right, switching guns over.
No, that's a 21-second.
These are my first 2 guns, so reloading.
I see.
Oh, ship's on fire? Not anymore. All right, watch this. I'm hitting the brakes like Maverick when he slams the wings up. Oh, jeez. Let's heal.
4 seconds.
Let's
Right.
throw on the brakes and let him fly by.
Oh, here we
Oh,
go.
he's sitting duck.
You
He
dumbass.
ran it right into the frickin' island.
That's
He
a
beached
rock.
it. Nice.
Blow him up.
He's getting ruined now.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Wait, his goose is cooked.
Shoot right for his smokestack there.
All right, and then we're gonna,
Depth charge him. Yep. Insult to injury.
and then we gotta.
Oh, he just figured out how to put it, how to back up now.
More depth charges. I like that.
I'm trying to switch to gun 1.
That's my commander.
Oh, I taught Chuck Blast everything he knows. All right, full starboard, Captain. Get skinny.
Starboard, amen.
Chuckle.
Oh, jeez, we got torpedoes. Let me.
fly swatter.
Uh-oh.
I turned on my ship
Uh-oh,
radar.
it's a direct hit.
Oh, jeez, we're flooding.
Yeah, he just...
But you know what? The crew knows what to do about this.
Dude,
Return
You gotta blow him
fire.
up before you sink.
yeah, you trained for this.
Are you firing,
Nice,
man?
he is. He's just he's hitting him big actually in the rear end there. Port side.
All right, wait. Do I have depth charges?
Depth charges.
Depth charge out. All right, heal. Give me some guns, men. They're not giving me anything.
We need stronger men on deck.
Just
Oh,
go ram
jeez.
his ass.
Yeah.
You know what?
I like
Just
that.
for
Ram him,
times.
Ram him.
All right. Full.
Drifted.
What's that called on the right side?
That's the
Poop deck. Full poop deck.
That's the poop deck.
Oh, that was a huge hit.
With 18,000.
That's what happens when you mess with the USA. All right.
Oh,
Yes!
he got lucky because he was so fucked.
Oh, look at that. I'm dropping another bomb on him.
Contrary to popular belief, I wasn't created in a lab. I am not the product of science. I am the product of nature. I was created in a sack, much like many of you watching this. And over the years, I've introduced you to my father, the person responsible for me being alive. God bless. And I wanted to give you a little update on my dad because recently the two of us have embarked on a new journey here. It's one of my father's dreams. It's something he's talked about for as long as I can remember, when I was still just an infant, soiling my diapers and huffing glue, when I didn't even have the ability to process cringe and couldn't even play video games because my stupid little cringe-ass baby fingers couldn't grab a controller. From the time I was born, basically, my father bestowed upon me an overarching quest, like something out of an MMO, like a long-term quest. And now, the two of us are finally going to try and complete it. My father's dream, that he's had for so many decades now, is to build a 32 Ford. That's a car, for those of you that don't know vehicles, which is typically me, but I'm very familiar with this car because my father's talked about it so much for so long. It's a car that holds extreme sentimental value to him for two big reasons. One, it's part of his favorite movie, American Graffiti. And two, he and his father actually built a 32 Ford back in the 70s because of American Graffiti. And I'll let him tell the story of what the 32 Ford and the building of it means to him, also what happened to it, and then I want to tell you what we're doing.
You ready?
Ready.
All right. So, Charlie wanted me to do this video. We got a new project started with senior moistcritikal here. So,
Oh, Jesus.
yeah, I know, right? How stupid is that? So, way back when in the 70s, when I was a teenager, the movie American Graffiti came out. I think it was 1973. Okay, so we went and saw American Graffiti in 1973. All of us who were car guys growing up, as teenagers, you know, we loved that yellow 32 Ford. As most of America did. It was one of those movies that it was a low-budget movie, never expected to do anything, became a cult, kind of like Napoleon Dynamite, I guess, you know. So I set out on a quest to find a 1932 Ford Coupe. And I was looking, at that time you looked through the newspaper and looked at the classified ads, and I found one and I went and bought it for like $300. So I brought it home and to my mom and dad's house, and this is what it looked like. It was a piece of crap. Okay. So my dad said, "What the hell are you going to do with that?" And I said, "We're going to build this yellow 32 Ford Coupe." So we were not car builders at that time. We just decided that we were going to do it. So I'd go to the junkyard, I'd get parts, we'd make them work, we'd fabricate, we'd do all this stuff. There's your grandfather with the chassis and everything. There's the chassis when we put the motor in it. There's the A-frame we built to put the motor in it. Now, this was way before the internet. This is the chassis with the motor in it, body. This is the first time I drove it. There's me when I was like a teenager. We built it from pictures. This is the car when I was at a car show in mid-70s. So I was in quite a few car shows around Florida. And what happened was, of course, I was a young teenager with no money, right? Mowing yards to try to buy anything I could buy, right? With making money. And a guy came up to me at the car show and wanted my home phone number. So, of course, back then you didn't think nothing of it. You just gave it to him. "Oh, yeah, here's my phone number. Well, can I call you?" "Well, yeah, you can call me." So a few days later, this guy calls me and he wants to come look at the car at my house. He says, "Is it for sale?" At my parents' house. And I said, "No, it's not for sale." So this guy comes, he's a fireman, and he's got $5,000 cash.
Oh, they said it was $7,000.
Well, $7,000 cash. I think it was 5 or 7. I can't remember. I think it was 7. No, he had $7,000 cash. That's what it was. So all of a sudden, he whips out this stack of $100 bills, and I'm like, "Are you serious? That's the most money I've ever seen in my life." And he says, "I want to buy your car." And I said, "You just bought it." So he pays me the $7,000. He takes the car and he leaves. Now, my mom and dad are gone shopping, doing something. And they come home, and my dad's like, "Where's the 32 Ford?" And I said, "Walk in the kitchen and look on the table." And I had taken this $7,000 cash and spread it out all over our kitchen table.
Yeah, you did the money spread.
And they walked in and saw it and said, "Holy shit." I don't think they'd ever seen that much money either. So that's what happened to the 32 Ford. And of course, it was gone. I recently found another 32 Ford all-steel coupe in Georgia and went and bought it. And we're going to build the American Graffiti coupe once again. It's a bucket list thing, but that's my project for this year.
Fuck yeah.
And that's it.
And it's going to look great.
Yeah, that's it. So we'll see ya.
Beautiful story. Just in time for the holiday season, too.
So that's the lore breakdown of the 32 Ford and its importance to my father, thus its importance to me. I've always encouraged my dad to really try and find,
a way of working on a 32 Ford again because I know how much it means to him. And he's just never really been able to find it. It's not exactly an easy thing to come across, especially like an authentic 32 Ford. And like, also, he doesn't have like a facility to build cars in or anything anymore. He'd have to do it like out of his garage. So it's just been really difficult. But he found just a unicorn with this 32 Ford, which I'm going to show you videos of. And he said, fuck it, we'll do it live. He pulled the trigger on it, got the 32, and contacted a friend of his named Joe, who does have a facility to work on cars. He has a place called Joe's Paint and Body. And he said, hey, listen here, brother, you can come work on the car here as long as I get to help as well. So the two spit on their hands, shook on it, and now he's got a place to work on the car. He's also got someone to help him, and I will also be pitching in when appropriate. I don't want to ruin the build or anything, but I know for my dad, him building the 32 Ford with his dad was really special to him. So I want to make sure that I can do the same for him on this 32.
All right, hey everybody, here I am at the world famous Joe's Paint and Body, Ocoee, Florida. This is Joe. Say hi, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
So here's the project that we're taking on, this 32 5-window coupe, and it's going to be a yellow American Graffiti 32 Ford. So the car is 100% real steel body. It's uncut, never been touched. Car's in fantastic shape. We're gonna really do a number on this thing. So, all right. So we're just standing here, Joe and I, trying to decide how we're gonna approach this project and what we've decided. Joe, why don't you tell them what you just told me about this car?
Well, somebody's cut the front frame horns off. They're supposed to be hanging out. So I say we find those and put it on, and we got to put the spread bar in it. And then we got a 4-deuce setup carburetor and intake's going to go on it. We are going to paint the car yellow. We're going to do a frame off on it. We're going to change the headers. So we're going to take off. It's got a Meladon race and oil pan that don't belong there. We're going to take that off and put a regular 327 pan. The motor is a 66 327, 275 horse, and originally was a 4-barrel motor with a Powerglide transmission is what it coded out as. They got a turbo 350 transmission in it with a 3-speed manual valve body. We're not so sure if we like that.
Joe's speech about the engine there felt like something out of the first Fast and Furious movie. I half expected him to talk about granny shifting, not double clutching like you should, nearly blew the welds off the intake. Like, he is clearly a savant. They were going over all of the alterations they're going to make as well as what they're going to keep. The big thing is they don't want to chop on the body because it would be quite sinful to do that. The car's like 90 fucking years old, and that would be a bit of a waste. So basically, they've gone over a game plan on how they want to approach this build.
We've built a dozen cars together or more. So in the past, and so we're back together again, and we're going to build this one. This is going to be next year's project, and we'll get her done.
Yep, and we'll keep making these videos and sending them in and putting them in the can, and then we'll just show you the progress as we're going. Thanks.
Such an unbelievably wholesome sign-off from my dad right there. It almost seems like it was a hostage situation with the way he, like, ended the video. Just like a wide-eyed 1,000-yard stare. Thanks. Like he was being held at gunpoint for it. I promise you I'm not forcing them to film or document it. It's my dad thought it would be fun to do that together with me and Joe because this is such a meaningful project to him. Plus, a lot of people always ask what my dad's up to because he lives a very interesting life. So I thought it'd be fun to also do this and film it with them so that way I could give you updates on it. I think it's a really fun project. I am always excited when my dad takes on something big like this. I haven't seen him build a car in probably close to 15 years now. He just hasn't had the time nor the facility to do it, so it's going to be really cool to see him dust the cobwebs off, shake it off, you know, lubricate the gears again, and get out there and make cars, which is something he's always loved to do. So I just wanted to share this with all of you. I thought maybe some of you would think it was cool, especially those of you that like seeing the updates to my dad's wacky adventures. And I'll give you a little bonus Easter egg here. I talk about this on stream, but my dad also got really big into building models. So he is huge into making miniatures now. So I'll just show you like some of the collection of things he's made. He makes pretty much all of them from scratch, literally eyeballing it, and it's so fucking cool.
Look.
Oh yeah. The dueling top fuel dragsters, eh?
Built from scratch.
Built from pictures, right?
Built from pictures, yeah.
No directions, that's for pussies. You build based on Google Images. Like a real man. It's getting close to a year since I told you all that my dad has embarked on his ultimate quest. That makes it sound like he's going to fight in some kind of climactic final battle for the fate of Middle-earth. What I mean is, my dad has had a bucket list item for a long time that he has wanted to do, for as long as I've been alive, and even longer. He's wanted to build a 32 Ford, often considered the holy grail of old school hot rods, at least according to my dad and Joe. I don't know any better. I'm like a sponge just taking in all that information and just accepting it as true. If you asked me what the holy grail of hot rods would be, I'd say probably Lightning McQueen or some shit. If you could build Lightning McQueen and bring that to life or something, I'd say that's probably the most impressive feat that any car builder could ever accomplish. You all know me, I'm a goddamn Neanderthal when it comes to cars. All I know is if it's got 4 wheels, I can drive it. And if it's got an exhaust pipe, I could fuck it, but I won't. Point is, I'm not a huge car guy. That gene wasn't passed down to me. But I do have a big interest in watching my dad fulfill this dream. And I do think the car is badass. So, I have been doing my best to try and help him with that. And as I told you all about a year ago, he was able to locate one, we purchased it, and they began stripping it down to its bare bones in order to rebuild it better than ever to match his favorite car from his favorite movie, American Graffiti. So I wanted to give you like the almost year update here because I went over to the shop with my father to check in on all the progress and kind of just talk about it. I also want to mention it's not just solely my dad and Joe. Joe has a whole team there that is also helping with this project, and they're all doing an incredible job with it.
Well, good morning. How's that?
That's it's good.
Well, good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody. We're doing pretty good with this thing. We got the motor dyno tuned at Rob at Central Florida Machine Speed. Him and Gene over there.
4 2-barrel carburetors.
So what the fuck does that mean?
It means it's going to be haul ass is what it means.
Love that.
It's the exact same intake manifold that was on the American Graffiti movie car.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So I found it in California, shipped it, bought it, shipped it here.
Yep, and we're switching it from automatic to a 4-speed. And so we've rounded up the flywheel, the right flywheel and clutch for it. And we got the new belt housing, because I had another belt housing, but I cleaned it and found a crack in it. We don't do that. And then the 4-speed's right here. It's an M21 close ratio, 1968.
My dad and Joe have built so many cars together over the course of about 35 years, but they've been on a bit of a hiatus, at least as a tag team duo here. It's like Simon and Garfunkel getting back together for them to tackle this project and build this 32 Ford together. It's a thing of beauty to behold. It's kind of like building those Gundams from the kits, but bigger scale. And, well, actually, it's nothing like that, actually. The only thing they have in common is that both get assembled here in very different ways. But the thing is, it's very interesting seeing this come together because my dad sent me videos and pictures throughout this entire process, and it started with them completely stripping that car down in order to build it exactly how they wanted to with all of the material and all the parts, as well as building new parts, ordering new parts, and just really compiling the masterpiece 32 Ford that they both really want to build. And it's super cool to see how far they are. Apparently they're about halfway done with it.
So as you kind of go along, you make what you need and improvise. You know,
A lot of improvising.
A lot of improvising. So we had to switch from a single pedal to a double. So we had to cut all this out and re-weld it all back in. And then Charlie and I had to put the firewall back here and had to recut the firewall for 2 pedals. So we got the clearance done on it.
So that firewall, Charlie, sits right here.
Yeah,
it's
right behind
it's
the
the
motor.
very front of the body right here.
I gotcha.
So this is what separates the motor from the body, that firewall.
So you put it in behind the pedals?
Right.
So it actually bolts on right here.
Slides in, yeah.
Right, like right here. It bolts on. It's your protection from if something blew up or something happened.
When they first started explaining the progress to me,
it was like a completely different language. They did not dumb it down for an idiot like me, so that was jargon that I was not picking up on. There was a couple of words I could recognize as being English. Like, they were words I'd heard a couple times before, like carburetor, or a couple other terms from Fast and Furious movies. Granny shifting, not double clutching like you should. Lucky you didn't blow the welds off the intake. But overall, once they realized that my eyes were glazing over because I didn't know what they were talking about, my dad then started really putting it into like the plainest terms for a simpleton like me. Like, Charlie, that big firewall piece goes right here and protects you in case of something blowing up. And then I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, no, I know that. I know cars, obviously. I get it, for sure. Now, they understandably wanted to get a little work done while I was there filming. I was just a fly on the wall. But then, disaster struck in the Forged in Fire Thunderdome.
We gotta loosen these carburetors to pull it off.
Oh yeah.
That's why, because we got those thick gaskets.
Yeah.
We'll probably have to change them. You know it?
Yep.
Because I got no way to compress this gasket.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Improvising in a day.
So what we've got is we've got thick valve cover gaskets on here. So this threaded shaft is not long enough. It's bottoming out right on that edge. When I try to start it where that threads go into the block. So what we'll do is we'll cut this off and we'll drill and tap it, and then we'll put a longer bolt, screw it in there, and then we'll have the length of the threads where it'll fit to tighten down the valve cover. But that'll take a while to do that, so we're not going to do that today.
Basically, the gaskets were too thick, so they couldn't actually put the valve cover on securely. There was one that wouldn't fit to the engine block because the shaft wasn't long enough. If I only had a nickel for every time I heard that. And that wasn't exactly an easy thing to solve, so instead they decided to just, save that for a rainy day and instead work on something else today.
Here we go, Joe. He just wants to make fun of me now because we got our old man chairs. See?
Don't go too making fun of us now.
See how that works? He gives a shit because I told him that we're getting old and we can't get up and down that good, lay on the ground and everything. And I said, when you get old, you're going to have the same fucking problem.
Hey, it'll be here before you know it.
I just turned 30. I'm starting to feel it.
So we have these roll around chairs where we can roll around this thing.
Yeah.
But he makes fun of us.
I don't make. I just said it's an interesting technique, is all.
But you see why now?
Yeah. Oh no, I see it. Oh, I see it.
Oh yeah.
Joe, does he ever talk to you about the aliens?
No, we haven't had that subject.
Okay.
Will.
Well, what's going on with the alien?
No, he gives me shit. You realize we're about one thread from frickin' touching that thing?
I know.
Huh?
I wasn't making fun of them for using chairs. I actually think it's really efficient since they have it propped up. Obviously, like, you don't want to just be crouching the whole time. Just roll around on some chairs. Like, I think that's super efficient. I don't know why my dad thinks I was making fun of him. Hey, that wasn't me. He's out there fighting a ghost with that. I giggled the first time I heard about his, rolling techniques because the way he portrayed it was comedic. I wasn't laughing at the actual subject matter. I think it's a very good idea. And I was extremely curious if my dad ever talks to Joe about aliens, because my father fucking loves aliens. Anytime I go over to eat, that is one of the first subjects we talk about. It'll either be the food that built America, where he's giving me a lore update on Oreos or the history of Pop-Tarts, and then it's immediately into, yeah, so have you finally seen the light about the aliens building those pyramids? Do you get it now? And I'm always like, nah, Dad, I still don't think the aliens built the pyramids. So I was just wondering if you ever talked to Joe about it, that's all.
We have a Summit catalog. We can buy everything off of Summit.com, SummitRacing.com. There's your plug, Summit Racing. We won't charge you for that, right?
Yeah, that's right. Next time it's going to cost you.
They recognized they were going to need some additional braided cords, so they turned to a catalog. And let me tell you, the way that they handled that catalog made it seem like they were looking at a Playboy magazine. I'm pretty sure they were both salivating at the car parts in there.
Let's talk about the body ready to go into paint.
All right.
So how long have we been body working on this thing?
Months.
But this car was really nice when we got it. The floors are in it. I mean, it was a really solid steel body, all steel. It had been drag raced in the 50s, but it hadn't been all cut up. Well, the
It
car
had a
was.
bunch of old paint on it, a lot of old paint.
Last time this car was painted was 1950.
No.
59. 59.
They
right.
say it was painted 59. So we had the body sandblasted. That removes all the paint, all the old primers and stuff. And it had like 32s are known for having stress cracks in here for the body flexing. So we welded all those out.
So it wasn't just the frame and everything. They did a lot of body work as well to make it legitimately as perfect as a 32 Ford could ever be. So they spent a sizable chunk of time on the body too. And today they also picked out the yellow that it would all be painted, because the American Graffiti 32 is yellow. And that's actually a pretty big process too, finding the right shade of yellow, because there's so many different yellows. So they're getting that puppy painted. I think that'll be done in the next couple days. I'm not exactly sure when. But this right here is like the almost year mark of the work being done on the 32, and it's coming along really fast. So I imagine in another year it'll be fully done, and my dad's going to be doing fucking donuts in a Winn-Dixie parking lot in that puppy. He'll probably be drag racing that son of a bitch down some kind of deserted highway in Tampa somewhere just for fun. Maybe even racing for pink slips. But it was fun today going out there to see all the progress that's been made on it, and I'm really excited for them to finish the project, because I know it's something that they're both looking forward to, and I'm very much looking forward to as well. I'll take it for a spin. I, of course, probably won't do it justice. It'll probably be me, like, laying on the gas and then off the gas and, like, braking a lot, because I can't really drive stick shift anymore. My dad taught me a while ago, and I've completely forgotten, because it's not like riding a bike. If you're not driving stick, I think most people are just going to forget. Like, you don't retain that. At least I didn't. But anyway, there's one other thing I want to briefly mention here, because I know Joe really wanted to talk about his pink tape measurer. Apparently everyone in the car building world uses yellow tape measurers. That's the gold standard. That is what everybody uses except Joe. Joe uses a pink tape measurer because he said over the course of 30 plus years of building vehicles, he would notice oftentimes people would take his tape measurer. And he had a hunch that if he switched to a pink tape measurer, they might view it as not manly enough and not take it. And it's been about 20 years now, and it's not getting stolen, so I guess his hypothesis was correct, and it's not like it bothers Joe at all. On camera it looks more red, but in person it's like a vibrant pink.
Now tell us about, Joe, tell us about your pink tape measure.
Oh, pink tape measure. There's an interesting subject. Years ago, I had people, and my measuring tapes kept disappearing around here. One reason or another, people take them, steal them, lose them, whatever. So I bought a pink one. And I've had this thing 20 years. Nobody has stolen my pink measuring tape. I'm cool with it.
So yeah, that is the update on the 32 Ford project. That's about it. See ya. I'm fucking selling Watto. What do you mean? What do you mean keep Watto? I'm not fucking... I'm keeping...
A lot of people want you to keep Watto.
Watto is auctioned.
More people want you to keep Watto than the Moby Huge Mobile.
Don't care. Someone can take Watto. I don't know. It's for charity, and it does me a fucking favor.
You don't like Watto?
I love Watto, but I have actually nowhere for him. He haunts my upstairs.
Put him in the upstairs bathroom. No one uses that.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'll just keep him there.
Yeah, put him in the shower. Dude, I don't know. I'm trying to help Watto.
What did I pay for Watto? Do you remember?
You haggled it. I remember that.
I haggled
you
hard.
Haggled it.
Because the guy's like, I bring him here every year. No one wants him.
Yeah, and he even was like, I'll let it go for this much, and you were like, can you knock this much off? And he said, just fucking take it.
I don't remember what it was.
So shocking, no one wants a like 200-pound statue of Watto.
I can't believe that.
I know.
That has lore too. You remember that guy accused me of being like a Zionist shill and like pointed out my Watto statue as proof.
Oh yeah.
There's like real lore behind that.
You're right.
Makes the Resub Reborn.
I forgot all about that. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Should I switch it to just art if no one's here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to use actual techniques from my figure drawing course. You can also put the mic up here.
Yep, good idea.
So, in figure drawing course, you're supposed to close one eye and use your thumb and the pencil to make measurements. And you're supposed to look at every single thing as a letter. So for Andrew's like ear here, it's a C and it's a U. So it'd be like C. I don't think I got the measurements right. God, it's been fucking years since I used these techniques.
Yeah, just have them close it. Just have them close it. Man, make sure they close the Moby one.
Okay.
Like entirely, like wipe it clean, and then we'll put Watto in there. Watto's gonna sell for $10.
Nobody bids.
I'll
It's just
buy
me
one.
having to bid on him again. Andrew,
Yeah.
this may be one of my finest pieces.
I'm excited.
It's
I'm excited.
well, it's looking real good. Oh Jesus Christ.
Andrew should shave only one eyebrow.
I was thinking about
I don't think nobody should ever shave an eyebrow if they don't have to.
Yeah.
Your left eyebrow and the right half of your beard.
I should give myself a yin yang.
Yeah.
I don't know yet. Chest or
His face.
beard?
He's doing his face. You don't have any chest
The
hair.
only way to save this is with charcoal.
I could do my back.
He
But
has
someone would have to
Not
do that for
really.
me.
Chest
You
hair?
don't want your beard shaved, so you're gonna shave your beard. Because I don't want my chest shaved.
I mean, Charlie somehow gets to just shave his legs.
Wait, Danny, you don't want to shave your chest?
No, of course not.
I'll trade. I'll shave my chest.
I don't want to
Well,
shave
you
my
haven't seen
eyebrow
Danny's
either.
chest. That's
Oh,
why.
okay.
Nobody shave their eyebrows. They
Okay.
never grow back the same. You'll
that's
look
true.
weird forever.
That's why a lot of people who like overly plucked their eyebrows in like the early 2000s, they still have wonky eyebrows.
Yep.
What are you trying to say about my eyebrows, man?
Damn, son.
It's like I'm not even looking at you. What the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, what is happening?
I
It
don't know.
looks
Can
like
you even
those
see that?
boards with the, you drag the magnetic dust around to make hair, and you accidentally just dragged it to weird parts of the face.
Oh, the fucking hairy thing.
Yeah.
This is the dumbest shit of all time. I have your fucking nose off to the side, but your face, like your mouth is
Wait,
looking
why
at me.
is that's his nose?
Yeah. He
Why?
changed his pose. That's
No,
what
I
happened.
didn't.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
it's in
because
his
I-
forehead.
Look more to your
I-
left.
If you wait,
Welcome to figure drawing.
point with your finger where you think his eyeballs would be right now, and tell me that his nose isn't above it.
Yeah, it's because his pose has changed.
No.
Was he looking
I
up?
have a
Yes.
specific-
Oh,
I have
okay.
a specific spot in the ceiling I've been looking at the whole time.
We'll do it that way to get the brighter camera up there.
I am gonna have to change this now.
Showed a random child.
Yeah.
You're an artist.
Those
so
videos
you
are
can
so
compensate
sweet.
For anything.
I can make it work.
Yeah.
I might be one of the finest portrait artists of our
Did you
generation.
sneeze on the charcoal?
Matt, please, you don't understand fine
I am going to say,
part of my technique.
Are we done?
it looks like you.
It doesn't look like it kind of looks like my podcast picture.
So wait, we're done?
No.
Oh.
I had to shake off a little excess juice. Oh, okay, and I ruined this in the process.
A little excess juice. Charcoal juice.
My juice was coming through.
Dead eyes. No.
No,
The eyes are great. They're just not done.
He's not done yet.
Yeah.
Mystifying.
They look a little anime-ish, the eyes. Well, the eye.
It's a bit
it's not
inspired by
filtered.
anime.
Right.
I want to be like I'm looking in the mirror.
Andrew Chill.
I think you'll be very pleased.
This is where it all comes together.
Yes. Oh, baby.
This is when I do my.
Is that the mouth or the mustache?
Well, I haven't done the mouth yet.
Okay. I'm just making
I
sure.
like how his nose, there's like 10 feet between his nose and his mustache.
G-Punk, thank you for the dono, and Cranks.
You
Crank
guys just
sock,
don't
thank you for
understand.
the
No, keep it going.
Dimensions.
It looks good. Keep it going.
Yeah, you don't get dimensions yet.
We're
I
nearing on $125,000 donated in a day. The really cool thing about Charlie's kind of streams is if we want to hit a goal, we just will never stop the stream. That's our secret sauce. Real artist hours? Yes, this is when Charlie awakens.
This is when I do my best work.
Can we all do portraits of each other? Because
That's
I've
what I
never
thought.
made a portrait.
I haven't either.
Oh, we're all doing? Oh, fuck.
I think I'm going to be ass.
Man,
Like,
mine's gonna be worse. You have no concept of how embarrassing.
Well, I'm
that
actually
is.
trained in it, so
you can you can tell. So that's what scares me is this is trained and I'm not trained.
Andrew, did you have to do like an art elective in college?
No.
I took 2 years of art classes. For some reason, I have this trend, like, if you pull out my old sketch pad and you look at me, I look like I drew a picture of Michael Jordan. I have this trend of making everyone I do a portrait of look like a basketball player.
It's because you draw their heads, like their facial proportions, huge.
Yeah.
Like, look how Neanderthalic.
Damn, your neck is thick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say this, but I'm not joking. This is 2,000 times better than anything.
I need my parents to send.
I would agree. Yeah.
I need my parents to send you the picture.
Hey,
of the
GB
drawing
rated.
classes. It's nuts. It's nuts.
Yeah. I think maybe Charlie should just draw all of us.
I think you're right.
Like one of each of us.
I kind of feel like he is in one.
Okay, the rest is
This
implied
insane.
gray. Andrew, come take a peek and tell me what you think. I haven't
We're
shaded.
ready?
I haven't shaded you yet.
All right.
But I want you to at least see the progress. It's like looking into a mirror. Am I right? I was really off to a good start with the ear.
Why did you give me sheep hair?
Well, there was a lot of nuance that I was trying to capture.
My mouth is so small.
Why? What is this shirt? It kind of feels like it's out of Black Panther.
No, it's so this. Imagine this is all gray.
Oh,
It's
okay.
implied.
I
This
look
looks
like
like
young
a-
LeBron James.
This looks like medieval Christian art.
Yeah.
Like this is supposed to be like one of the 12 disciples, painted in like 1200 AD.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, that's so good.
Jeez.
I would pay 10,000 for that.
We're at
Nonetheless.
120.
I need to show you what I actually look
$1,000.
like when I used to do that.
Do you want to sketch somebody else, or do you
Yeah.
want somebody to sketch?
Wait,
No, I'll
you're
sketch
not done yet, are you?
Yeah, it's not gonna. I can't save it. I can do a lot of magic when it comes to art, but
All
this
right,
is
do
too
Mad
much.
next.
What's the pain in his
Perfect.
voice?
Do
I want to know the difference between that and me.
yeah, do Mad next.
You expertly captured my miracle mile, which is the gap between my nose and mustache.
Do you want props or no props? Are you a props kind of
Yeah,
artist?
yeah. Please bring a prop.
Holy shit.
We can. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
It's on there.
It's in a slot, but we can change that into the headshot if you want.
It's really up to whatever chat wants. If you want Andrew's portrait, that's fine. If not, that's.
I'd say
also-
let's change number 10 to the personal
Yeah.
headshot portrait.
Yeah, that's probably a better.
So
I'm trying. My mom's gonna send a picture because I actually like when I did those. I was pretty good. I did a self-portrait of myself that is nutty.
Yeah.
It's like actually nutty. Unironically, I thought I was gonna come in here and draw Andrew like photorealistic. I seem to have forgotten that I don't do that anymore.
I look more like you than myself.
Yeah. It's gonna be cool.
It's gonna just leave like
a dot
spot.
of color,
Yeah.
Or if we don't reinforce it
All right.
correctly, it's gonna blend.
Look at how good this self-portrait was towards the end. This is when I had short hair.
Ooh,
I got
look at those eyes.
Whoa, yeah, wait.
I captured a whole feeling of Charles' mysterious anime arc.
There we go.
Oh, look at that. Huh.
The way it's blown out on the screen.
Does it not look good on the screen?
Charlie, I don't think you've lost your touch at all. I mean, my portrait, your portrait, it's like
Yeah.
night and day. It's the same shit, you know?
I like to go to the very top of the page, so I have no room for the hair. I used to have to draw naked people. And then I ended up making my parents send her an email saying I was too religious to be seeing penis, so I didn't have to keep drawing naked.
Wait,
naked
really?
Can you imagine?
Can
if
confirm that story. Charlie's dad told it to me the other day.
Oh my
What?
god.
Did he?
And you were in college at the
Why,
time?
why did that come up?
We were talking about art.
Oh, yeah.
They were naked.
Can you imagine if you walked into a class though and I was your naked model?
Well, I wouldn't have quit.
I feel
What would
so
you, would you
emasculated.
just be like, oh my god, Matt?
I'd be like, wow, this is weird.
Wait,
I'd
Charlie,
come over and
you
be like, Charlie, it's been so long.
I'd be
and
like,
give you
why
a
didn't
hug.
they get the like most manly man ever to come stand naked?
Danny's so good for my confidence.
You did that while you were in college?
Yeah, I just didn't want to keep drawing
Oh
dick.
my lord.
I was like, there's a lot of fucking dick to keep drawing here.
I mean, when I was in figure drawing, I just wouldn't draw their dicks. I just kind of drew a square and like left it blank.
You just
I
put a
did it
question
kind
mark.
of abstract. I would make their whole body the dick. And
Oh
then
yeah,
their
put the little
and
face where the
instead of
crotch is.
penis.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I looked away.
It just wasn't blended.
You look like a samurai,
You look
man.
like Jimmy Neutron.
Well, one of us is right.
I think my
Andrew was
chin
the
is my
prototype.
weakest feature.
Really?
I
What's your
was the
strongest feature?
Cro-Magnon man.
What's your strongest feature?
Matt's modern
My height.
homo sapien.
Oh, I was gonna say your ass.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, for Danny's portrait, just draw his butt cheeks.
Yeah. Just show me your ass.
Make sure it looks green though, because it is still green.
I broke my chin in half when I was young though.
Ooh.
Straight down the middle. It's not a butt chin, it just stopped kind of going to a point, so I got a weak chin.
What'd you break it on?
Floor.
Ooh.
I got home and my older sister had just learned to play Scooby-Doo on the piano and I was fucking amped. So I ran into So she said, I'm gonna go play it for you. So I ran into the living room, I still picture it, and I jumped on a chair, but like jumped onto my knees on the chair, and the chair slid across the wood floor, hit the end of like a area rug we had. I flew off of it, hit my head on the floor, my chin split open in half, and my tooth went through my lip.
Ooh.
I got so many stitches.
That
How old
sounds
were you?
awful.
8 or 9 probably. Charlie somehow has no recollection. I couldn't speak for almost 2 months. I had to live off shakes, and he just doesn't remember it. There was 2 months of our lives where we spent almost every day together, and I couldn't speak, and he doesn't remember it.
Yeah, I think you're just making it up.
Charlie, this is a good comment. It's not you. You just need better art supplies.
Yeah, I'm working with children's tools.
Yeah, cheap shit.
Looking good. Sorry for that. I'd say just wait till I'm done shooting. So we're not longer.
This needs to be more straight on. The camera. This is glorious.
I'm loving the reaction.
It's because it's not shooting.
It is like
it's like a video game missing its texture.
it is like a fifth grader's honest, hardest attempt to draw someone they've ever done.
They just don't understand what art
It's
is.
so
I
good.
just don't get it.
Yeah. I'll buy this from you.
Oh fuck! It's so funny.
I'm good at pretty much everything except fingers. So this is where it could get messy.
You want me to change? I can
No.
change.
Oh, here with the man himself. Hang on.
Hey.
Oh hey!
Pausing the programming. You want me to stand there and hold it up?
Oh,
Yeah, show them a real portrait.
I can.
Can you make
Wow.
this big, Andrew?
What do you?
Yeah, I got it.
You think this is like?
He didn't have a beard back then, so it might be a little hard to recognize him.
Do you think this is like a classic?
Right.
Looks like Jake Hill.
It's the best thing Charlie's ever drawn.
Oh, now I feel bad for saying that.
When he first brought that up in the video, I was in absolute tears.
Here, Charlie.
I'm gonna have to part with it pretty soon. I know you.
No, I hate that.
I know.
Hang on, I gotta put
Stand there like that.
Which camera do we want?
Yep. See, I told you it was good.
Ooh, we got some more
Mr.
bids.
White, who's that drawing of?
I think
We
that's,
just had a lot more bids coming.
I don't know. It's not Charlie.
We're up to
Well, that's good.
Hang on.
530.
What's the start?
I'm not sure.
That's what I assume.
That's Andrew.
That's supposed to be me.
That's not good. That's not good at all.
Well, you gotta remember, he's using charcoal, you know, his colors are limited.
My supplies. I'm
Who
good.
the hell painted that?
Andrew did a self-portrait.
Yeah, that was Andrew.
God, that sucks.
No, Charlie drew me.
That sucks.
Charlie drawing me.
Hey, how much did the movie Huge sell for?
Took it off.
took it off the
There was a
market.
bunch of just fake bids on it. Don't uncover it, you madman. I thought you were gonna walk over and just take it off.
I'll pay 20 grand for it.
No. You're gonna end up paying 20 grand for
I
your
built
own.
that bitch. Come on.
You're not paying 20 grand for your own invention.
Why?
That's not how negotiating works.
I already own this. Here, take $20,000.
Yeah, that's how he negotiates. I'll pay 20. No? Okay, 25. 30.
I do appreciate how much effort he's putting in.
How does he simultaneously look skinny, overweight, and athletic at the same time?
That's the Charlie art style.
I won't shade it yet till you okay the basic design.
Oh, I'm looking at Andrew.
You know,
and
I'd
I'm
say
realizing
Charlie should
how
draw me, but
excited
I
am.
think I'd be a little offended by the way it looked.
Yeah, I think you'll appreciate it.
It's style.
What is I look like the slug from Monsters Inc. with my own.
Well, you should have had a better post. That's on you. I only draw what I see.
Satire.
Chubby arm.
Oh,
That
Is
was
this
really
the
good.
separation of my waist?
Yeah.
Because I don't have legs. It's like
Well,
I
not
work.
you- yeah.
He's wearing a
See,
dress.
I'd let you draw me.
Holy
Holy shit.
I love the man bun.
Yeah.
I think the proportions in the face are great though.
Oh, yeah.
I really
I
look-
measured those out.
I look sluggish, like I just crawled out of a sewer. It's like a pile of goo and sprouted a head and arms. I also love the baseball bat not lighting on me.
No, it's just such a heavy
It's
bat.
no-
It's starting to bend a little bit.
Huge boy.
Oh. Can we pan the camera up a little? We can't see all of it.
Yeah,
it's pretty
big.
There you go.
Huge boy.
Huge boy!
My favorite part is when I made a request, can you write Super Spicy Man in each artistic rendition of Huge Boy?
I thought it worked better as a comic.
I can change my Twitch name, right?
Yeah, well, this is your manga adaptation.
I love it. That is actually so good.
I'll figure this out for you.